Guys, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 3. We have finally made it. Our park is pretty much complete. We do have a little bit of housekeeping to do with this situation, but today we are going to be causing absolute chaos. I'm going to be breeding every type of dinosaur that we can and releasing them all at the same time to see what happens. So should be a really fun send-off. Obviously, love this park. We have put our blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, and it's sad to see it go, but I feel like it's got to be the ultimate send-off here. Now, before we get into that, before we get into the Dino Battle Royale, we do have to figure out what we've got going on here. So I made a bit of a mistake at the end of the last episode. We did this huge cohab, mainly herbivore, mainly gentle giants and some smaller gentle beings and things like that, but they obviously do not like having this many different types of dinosaurs in one area. I figured that. Realized a little bit too late that we should have done a stronger fence, and so we're replacing this with level 6 invisible fence. I didn't realize that when you put down a fence replacement, it completely deletes the original fence. Like this over here, it's going to go down this line and continue building this, but this is currently gone. Like they could cross this right now. So every single dino in this pin is a threat to guess, and we're going to have to fix that. But yeah, it's just going to go down this line. Really unfortunate the way that works out, but that's fine. So what we're going to do is we are going to tranquilize everyone that in... Oh, hold on. Oh, she's going to go back in. Okay, good girl. That's what I'm talking about. We love to see that. Anybody who's outside the line is going to have to be stopped in their tracks, and we're going to get everyone back inside, and I'm going to try to normalize this as best as I can. I'll imagine that we're going to have to get rid of some of these guys, but I want our herbivores and kind of gentle giants to be happy and be healthy and that sort of thing before we start up the Battle Royale. So we're going to try to take all these guys out. We'll see what happens. We just need this fence to finish, dude. This is taking so freaking long. Are you seeing this? Look at this. It just deletes the entire fence and the entire thing. That was really not good. It looks like we're good. It looks like our fence is done now, so we're in a good spot. What we're going to do is we're going to start transporting these guys in here. Make sure that these guys are all inside where they're supposed to be. Do we have any other dinos? Yep, we've got dinos over here, so we're going to need more ranger teams to continue tranking these guys. Who is this guy over here? Gallimimus? I mean, it's saying he's a danger to guess. I feel like he's not very dangerous, though. These guys are kind of cute. I think any dinosaur would be a danger. Dude, they look so small next to everything else, but look at how tall he is. Bro should be in the NBA. My goodness. He's down, so we're going to transfer him in here. We're going to have another one over here about to go down. Elderly Stegosaurus. That's really sad, to be honest. These guys are just so confused and don't really understand what's going on. We're going to take him out. We got to get this guy. We got to get this guy, and then we should be good to go. And now I really want to take a look at what we've got going on in here. So we've got environmental issues. Cohab discomfort isn't bad. He needs tall nuts and wetland. Okay, I got you, but he looks like he's got about 2 brain cells, but all right. Edit his environment. We're gonna have some tall nut here. I'm really sorry about that, sir. I totally get why you would be upset if you don't think that you have any food that you can eat. I would also be very upset. We're gonna get some water down here so we can get some wetland in there. Maybe not a whole lot of coverage, but let's do some of this. Try to get this up. Perfect. Wetland around there. There we go. Okay, he's going to be a lot happier. Let's see what else we're working with. Why are you a danger to guess? What do we have going on, Mr. Giganospinosaurus? Dude, you are so little. There is no way you're causing beef out here. It actually looks like a lot of these guys are doing okay. I know... Where's our Spino? Giganospinosaurus. So we've got cohab discomfort here, but we might be able to overlook that if we have more ground leaf. I think he's also going to need deep water. We'll add some ground leaf in here, make him a little bit happier. He needs a little bit more cover, so we could do some more cover, maybe back in here. And I thought he needed deep water. Wait, we're on the Giganospinosaurus here. We've got Triceratops that are fighting these guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Their cohab discomfort is just too high. They need more ground fiber. I mean, if we get more ground fiber, we might be able to help them out. That's not ground fiber, is it? Let's do fibrous low plants here, get a bunch. Beautiful. So if he's at everything except for cohab, he's going to be at 76% thriving, so we can get him under control. How are you looking over here, buddy? What does that say? He's a danger to guess. He's looking for food and he's happy. Okay. Need a little bit more tall leaf in here. We can make that happen for you, buddy. We got some big dogs that are looking for some places to eat. We will take that. Looks like a lot of people over here are happy. All of our original guys, our stegos and stuff, everything's looking good over here. Little bit of cohab discomfort, but we're fine. Overall, I would say we've pretty much saved this. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and we are going to have some cohab discomfort, but if these guys aren't at 100%, that's fine, just as long as they're not freaking out and hurting themselves and guests. I'm worried about this guy. This guy freaks me out. The Therizinosaurus here. Let's go ahead and get a status check, a welfare check on him. Let's get the rangers out here. We probably need some ranger posts out here, don't we? So we're gonna set up some posts out here, make sure that we're keeping an eye on all of these dinos. Let's get some teams put on these guys. And you know what? I say we do a response facility right here. That way we're gonna have, I mean, this is by far our biggest pin, so we're definitely gonna want people to be able to get there and react really quickly. So we can add these guys. We do have a couple of guys over here that we're gonna wanna move in here, deliver into the pin. We've also got this guy over here. Wanna make sure we get him before he wakes up. We're still at a 5-star park here. Honestly, really impressed with how quickly we managed that situation. Did not realize our contractors were just going to delete the fence. Is there anybody else out in the park? I don't think so. So, all right, we're just going to have to let these guys chill for a minute, let them figure themselves out. I think eventually they are going to kind of equal out. Again, he's got a cohab issue, but overall, he's getting better. He's not going to like all these other different species of dinos in here, but he's just gonna have to get used to it. Dude, this guy is just so freaking terrifying. I hate him. He's got a 30% comfort. Oh, he's really uncomfortable with the cohabitation. Look at him scratching his... Dude, what the fudge? Okay, he's actually kind of cute. That really is... That might be my new favorite dinosaur. Therizinosaurus, that is absolutely insane. And the fact that he is a pescatarian, but he's got Freddy Krueger looking hands like that. That's crazy. We're going to have to end up tranking him. Otherwise, he's going to end up hurting himself. But anyway, so we have had this area right here for quite some time. It's just this wooded area, and it just so happens this is the perfect space for us to have some inappropriate experiments going on. So I'm going to bring a road back through here. The crazy part is we can really stack these up. We aren't even going to need fences where these dinos are going, so we are just going to put as many of these things next to each other as possible. There we go. So we've got 4 on one side, we can get 4 on the other side, and then we've got to get a little power situation set up. Bam, there we go. Okay, so we're going to get all these guys set up on paths. Need a path to be able to make this happen. And for some reason, they have a giant extra power station next door. Not sure why they would need this much power. You know, just typical park stuff here. Nothing to see, nothing to worry about. A bunch of substations all over the place. Let's just have this come down this way, come back across. Beautiful. We are all set up there. And then we need one more substation next to that, which we might be able to put right here. Perfect. Yeah, a lot of power. Definitely no evil scientific experiments or anything happening here. So we've got a bunch of hatcheries here, and you guys know exactly what's going to happen. So we've been working on this. We have a lot of fossils and research and a lot of dinos that we have available. We've got everything. In terms of dig sites, we have finished everything. We've got pretty much all of our research done here. We've done a really good job, and it's sad that we're going to end up using it for this. But we're going to be trying to spawn in as many dinos as we possibly can. So really, we just need to keep time going. We need to keep researching, keep going on digs. And I'm just going to be going for the most expensive carnivores in the world. Looks like the Plesiosaurus and the Triacanthosaurus are both going to be over here. So let's send some people off, go figure that out. And we could honestly start hatching. Let's go ahead and get all the upgrades on this. We're going to go additional bays, accelerated growth. Gonna get this done on every single one of these. I did think about making like some crazy, like if we got an endo that made them really aggressive and really heavy into the attack and defense and stuff like that, could be fun. But I feel like we should just have whoever's currently in the park as they are. They're just gonna be able to hang out and do their thing. And then we're also gonna have new ones spawned in that are just plain vanilla. I just want to see what happens with everyone and see what they can get done. So let's start getting after it, I guess. We could start synthesizing some dinosaurs. So we don't have any Dilophosauruses yet. Not going to be changing anything. Just going to begin this task. We're going to do one for each. And it's just kind of whatever happens. You know, if we get multiple eggs, if we get one egg, if they hunt in a pack, whatever happens, happens. And it's going to be pretty incredible, dude. So let's make sure all of our scientists are rested because we are going to have a lot of work for them today. And we can just go ahead and go down the line and we're going to start synthesizing everything that we can. We've already got T-Rexes and Velociraptors. These guys are, I feel like, a silent favorite because they are going to be able to hunt in packs. We've got a Kiansasaurus. Go ahead and begin the task here. Let's get some other people on this. Beautiful. We've got a Troodon. Look at these little guys. All right, we're going to begin the task on that. And I will try to keep it fair once we see who ends up with what. Like, if somebody gets really screwed and they have like 1 egg when they should have 6, we will definitely end up changing that. Kienzosaurus, we're going to go ahead and get him going. While we're waiting on this, I do want to come over here and see what we've got going on. So we need a ranger check on these 2 guys, but it looks like we managed some chaos there. I'm really happy with that. Look at this guy laying down. Hold on. If he fits, he sits. Are you serious right now, dude? Look at those little feet. I never thought about them laying down. I guess it makes sense. They would definitely have to lay down, right? You can't spend your entire life standing. Oh, now he's getting up. Oh, it's because the freaking guy that came over here, he seems pretty chill though. He's good to go. He's happy. He's content. Everyone's gonna have, oh, he's missing a little tall nut. I can get you a nut, bro. Don't you worry. I know how it go. But yeah, literally everyone, the Therizinosaurus is not happy because of Cohab. He also needs ground leaf. I can give you a bunch of ground leaf there. That should help out a little bit. Hopefully, he's still distressed, but he should get a little bit better. This guy has 4 comfort issues. Cohab discomfort, needs a little bit more tall fiber and wetland. Bro, you gotta go venture out. There's plenty of wetland. I can give you some more tall fiber. I can give you a little bit of water here, I guess. There you go. And then you need some wetland. I feel like there's a lot of wetland in here. I really don't know what you're complaining about, but there you go. He's under control. Let's see this Therizinosaurus. Still really low comfort, needs more ground leaf. The problem is when we add new stuff, we take away from old. So we've got ground leaf there. He's got everything covered except for Cohab. He's just not a very social guy. I understand how it is, dude. But yeah, overall, I'm surprised at how well this went and how well all these guys are getting along. Ooh, this Spinosaurus is missing deep water. Okay, I didn't know they would use deep water. If I put some deep water over here. There you go. Okay, is he gonna go swimming? That's kind of cool. I would hope to see that. Just have like the big sail on his back. Like a shark, this thing's like sticking out of the water. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that. But okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's make sure that we are continuing with our expeditions. Again, we're just gonna go through. Expensive carnivores are my main focus. We've got Giganotosaurus. So we've already got somebody on it, just kidding. We're still on a dig here. But what we can do is continue doing fossils and really mainly just continue doing this stuff. I keep calling it Giganotosaurus. It's Giganotosaurus, isn't it? Giganotosaurus. All right, we're going to begin the task on this guy. He looks pretty crazy. $770,000 there. Let's see how some of our other hatches are going. Our Kienzosaurus, we got 3 out of 4 eggs. That's pretty good. Intolerant and aggressive. I'm going to say males across the board. I just feel like they're going to be a lot more apt to fight. So we're going to set them up for success in that sense. We're gonna go males for literally everything. This is gonna take a lot of scientists. It's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take a lot of money, but it's gonna be worth it. Get these guys here, and it looks like one of our other scientists needs a bit of a rest. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's just go ahead and keep going. Hope that everything stays together. I do feel really bad for our marine animals because I mean, maybe I don't. They're just gonna be able to live on in happiness and not worry about it. Can't breed. We've got 3 adult males. Okay, our guys matured. Sorry about this, but you guys do have to go. I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna keep Mo and Marissa. We're gonna get these 2 out of here. I don't know how that happened because isn't Marissa on? Oh, okay, that would make sense. Got a bunch of fossils coming in here. We could get some more scientists on the job. Beautiful. Let's make sure we're getting the Kienzosaurus. We got 4 out of 4 eggs there. Strong, fit, intolerant. Yes, things are coming together, dude. I could be convinced to do some fun videos like one-offs where we just put like crazy breeds against each other and see them fight. I don't know. That might be interesting. We'll check that out. Fence broken. Who broke a fence? Oh. Our T-Rex died. Oh! Frank! Oh, wait, this isn't Mrs. Frank, though. That's T-Rex 002. Mrs. Frank is over here. I thought Frank was sitting next to Mrs. Frank. That was really going to make me sad, but we're okay. So let's go ahead and get him out of here. And where... Did we have a broken fence? I think it was fixed. We've got low health on the Spinosaurus. He's freaking out, dude. I feel bad. Let's trank him. We're gonna let him wake up when we're ready to fight. We got 1 Giganotosaurus, resilient with a large appetite, intolerant, and aggressive. That is pretty incredible. Oh, we did have 1 Stegosaurus get out here, so we're gonna go ahead and trank him. Shouldn't take long, and then we can move him back in. Yeah, people are really upset, and we've got rain coming in, which is not great. Let's just continue on with our digs and make sure that we're getting into the most expensive carnivores. There's Plesiosaurus and the Metriacanthus. I'm excited about each of those for sure. We've got... We didn't do this one before because we were out of scientists. We're fine. Can we think about synthesizing another dinosaur? Compsognathus? Oh, these things look freaking gnarly. I feel like those are also kind of unsung heroes. You never know. Something small that can dart around and end up finally taking on somebody when they finally succumb to their injuries. They could end up coming out on top, too. We've got somebody who needs a little bit of help. He's tranked. He's got 7 minutes left. We're just going to leave him there and hope that he gets back under control. We've got a fence broken over here. The Triceratops are just awful. Adult population of... He's just being a dick. All right, we're going to trank him. And then I'm assuming the other Triceratops is going to be in here. Stegosaurus. He was the other one that ended up getting out. We're going to be fine. This guy's going to be a beast. I'm really excited about him. We got 4 out of 6 eggs on the little guys here, so we're going to go all male on that. Whoa, these guys have some really cool colors. Females are like green, and then the males are the blue. That's pretty cool. Lynn, I'm sorry. We're going to have to make you work when you don't want to. It's going to be fine. You're not going to be working long. Dude, this is kind of funny. When they're tranked... They just float on the top of the water with their mouth open. I mean, that is really terrifying. But okay, I'm sorry, guys. We're going to put you back out in the wild, not first-person view. We need the transport. We're going to rewild you. It's going to cost us a cool $1.5 million, but that's fine. We just don't need you guys here. We don't have enough space for it. Okay, dig site is almost done here. My goal is to try to get all of the carnivores, but it's going to be really tough, dude. I'm starting with the most expensive, and we're going to see how far we can get. We already have a Giganosaurus or Giganotosaurus. Utyranus sounds good to me. Let's get somebody on this. I was thinking, because Frank's old, I kind of want to do another T-Rex. I know we've already got a T-Rex in the park, but I feel like we owe it to do another T-Rex. We're not going to modify any genomes. We're just going to straight up do this here. Hopefully we're going to be able to get that done perfect. We've got some other people that need some breaks, so we're going to make sure we stay on top of that. What we should do, we're not going to be able to train anyone while they're all working right now. We should work on them having more genetic ability, because then we're going to be able to use less scientists and we can go a little bit faster. Now, since we're doing another T-Rex, where's Miss Indy over here? Let's see how she's doing. Is she considered old? I mean, she's just chilling. She's thriving. This is obviously definitely a favorite here. I don't see, oh, she is elderly. Okay, so I'm going to do another Indominus Rex too. It's crazy. But everything is calm right now. Everyone's behaving. Gallimimus has some comfort issues. That's fine. We just had somebody die right there. You need some ground leaf, but you just need to explore out, because when you're on the other side, you're going to be fine. Stegosaurus died of old age. Really sad to see that, but you know, unfortunately, that is just a part of life. That's something that's going to happen to all of us, dude. That's really sad to think about, but it's just the truth. We got 2 T-Rexes here, so we're gonna have 2 male T-Rexes coming out. Hold on, I'm gonna wait. Let's get all of our scientists back and anybody we can train. I'm gonna train, and then we can continue on. Quetzalcoatlus has matured. Ooh, we're gonna have to delete the aviary too. I wonder what happens if you delete the enclosure. I'm assuming it just lets them fly around, so that should be good. But all right, so we've got this. Let's go ahead and get into our scientists. I'm gonna train everyone we can, and I'm gonna give them more genetics. I'm gonna try to give them everything I can across the board. We're just gonna give you guys all that we can. Technically, we could hire people that are better specialized in genetics, and we might think about that. I mean, this is gonna make these guys really expensive, but that's fine. $300,000 in training, that is crazy. We wanna prioritize genetics here. And these guys, obviously the salaries are gonna be going up too, but I'm just gonna give you guys, we're gonna have the best people on the job because we have the best park in the world here. Oh gosh, I give Jerry a little bit of training. He's got a big idea in his training and would like the funds to pursue it. I have to give him $200,000. He's gonna gain a point in logistics though, so that's good. Okay, that's worth it. Let's go ahead and rest Pollard here. We don't need anybody getting upset. We've got, let's prioritize getting out there and doing more digs. Concavnator, we're gonna send somebody out on this. We have not been doing our fossil research, so we need to make sure that we are getting on this. Holy cow, we really screwed up on this. We can't forget to do that. Let's go ahead and get these Tyrannosaurus Rex going. $3.5 million. That's crazy. And then we're also going to synthesize an Indominus Rex right here, which is going to take a lot of scientists and $2 million. But, dude, our money is still going up. And you know what? We've got a 5-star park. I think people are going to be really excited at the start. And within about 5 minutes, people are really going to be heading for the hills. So we're going to be all right. $250 million, about to flush it all down the drain here. Another dead dino. That's sad. Oh, the Spinosaurus hunted him down? Bro. Okay, you know what? We do have laws that we've got to live by here. So you have now tasted blood. We are going to get rid of you. I'm not going to have you taking everybody out. And we're just going to... I mean, I kind of want to give him a chance. I'm going to make him his own little pin. This is David, bro. David versus Goliath. I'm going to give him his own little pin. We're going to keep him. I'm also probably going to, well, I don't think we'd have to. I was going to say I was going to make another one just to make sure that we had a fresh one, but he should be fine. So we're going to give him his own private enclosure over here with a nice view of the water. This is looking a little bit phallic here, Trev, but we're fine. I cannot believe that he just straight up took that dino out like that. That's crazy. Okay, so we're going to have this here. We're going to transport him over there once that's ready. David, we're going to move you over here, buddy. I'm sure you're going to be a little upset about the size. We might have to adjust the size, and I hope this fence is done by the time you get there. But I know he's going to need, he's going to want some deep water, so we can have some deep water. He's going to want some wetlands. We can have a bunch of wetland in here. He's probably going to want some cover. We'll wait and see what happens, but all right. Dig team is returned, but waiting for fossil space to open up, so we need to make sure that we are getting on that. Begin some more extraction. The fossil extraction is the easiest thing because it's so cheap and it happens so quick. I just honestly kept forgetting to do more. I really want to get this Matricanthosaurus. Waiting on more space. Okay, they must have just had a bunch of fossils then, so... We're gonna work on this fossil research for the next minute. We've got an Endom that's ready to go. Obviously, we're not gonna be able to make her male, but we are gonna at least have a bunch of scientists working on that. We've got some more empty bays. Let's start working over here. We're gonna synthesize something else new. Do we have... Allosaurus is going to be at 58%. We could try it. Why not? See what we could do. $540,000 there. We can get up to 3 eggs, which is good. And let's wait on this Spinosaurus to come over here. Dude, what a view for him, huh? He's got the hotel. Lots of... it's going to be like looking into a butcher. You know what I mean? Like we've got all these beautiful steaks, all these people out here enjoying their days, and he's just going to be staring them down. But he's also got a heck of a view here. That is incredible. He's also a piscivore, right? Oh, it requires water, but not deep water. Okay, so we're gonna have some normal water over here, and we can put a little fish eater there. Welcome home, buddy. Dude, he's sick. The fact that he's a piscivore, but he just instantly started attacking and killing other dinos. His health is low. We're gonna let him rest up here, dude. That is insane. He's got more comfort now. Hold on. Let's see how we're looking. He's going to want more area. I knew that was coming. He's got a little bit more here. We could make this a little bit better, Trev. The problem is it's this freaking fence. This invisible fence is terrible. Like if we could get him a little bit more over here. Well, technically, you know what? Let's just take this mountain down. Move all of this back here. We're going to have to flatten it out eventually too. I hope we can... Sometimes it's weird around the fences and stuff. Nope, there we go. Okay. So we're just going to push this mountain back a little bit. Nothing like moving mountains, bro. Again, David versus Goliath. And this guy's my new dog. I really hope he does well in the battle. I believe in an underdog story here. Not the biggest, baddest carnivore of all time, but he will get the job done if he has to. I love to see that. And guys, so we're going to let this build, and then we're going to delete this, and he should be... a little bit happier. He's got no cohab discomfort or anything. He needs more area. He needs more deep water. He needs a lot more deep water. And we're close on wetlands. Let's give him a lot more wetland here. And we're gonna have to add a lot of deep water over on the other side. Make him a big freaking pond right there. Beautiful. And then we can delete these. Oh, you like that, do you, buddy? Wait, we're gonna see him swim. Oh. I was really excited for this. Come on, get in the water, please. The scale of I love being down in first person view. The scale of these things is ridiculous. He's still checking out his space. Looks like he's Wow, he needs more deep water. He wants to basically live at a lake. He's going to take a whole peruse around this thing here. All right, we've got all of his needs taken care of. He's got food, he's got water, he's got everything he needs. Beautiful. Okay, let's get back to business over here. We want to continue taking on these fossils. Oh, wow, yeah, we got a lot. Concavinator? Does that sound like a freaking Disney dinosaur or something? We've got that there. We definitely want to send somebody back out on an expedition. We're at 77%. We need to look and make sure. Albertosaurus, okay, we can send somebody out here. A lot of these we're gonna be fine if we stop at like 77%, you know what I mean? So Uranus, okay, this guy's pretty sick looking. We're gonna begin this task, get somebody on that. We're gonna have up to 3 there. We've got an Allosaurus here, which it looks like we got 2 out of 3 eggs, which is pretty good. We're not gonna have enough scientists for that. But yeah, we need to prioritize not being to 100% on everything, otherwise it's gonna take us forever. To be honest, this is taking a long time, and I think I'm going to have to go to golf here in a minute, so I'm going to have to come back and finish this later, but we can get as far as we can. David is healing up nicely, just sniffing the wind. Dude, Coda used to do that all the time. Just nose up in the air, sniffing the wind. Look at these guys, man. This is so freaking cool. Go ahead and speed up time. Let's keep things rolling here. The fact that all of our other dinos are behaving and we're not having issues right now, I mean, we've had a couple, but I'm really impressed, guys. There's going to be lots of treats and gold stars going around later. This is fantastic behavior. I really appreciate it. See, like the Yudi we're already working on. So what I'm going to do, anything Yudi, can we discard? All right, we've already got fights breaking out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he's going to run away. He got him. Let's go. Dude, this guy is sick. I love him so much. I can't see that we can delete any fossils, so I think we're just gonna have to go through. Honestly, the fossil extraction is the easiest part, but I mean, you guys can see what we're doing here. Basically, I am just gonna keep going, selecting new eggs, trying to incubate new things, trying to go to the dig sites and find more stuff. Just want to make sure. Concavinator, he's got like a mountaintop on his back. So we're just going to go through. I'm not changing any traits or anything. We're just going to try to get as many dinos as possible. So I think I'm just going to grind, because this honestly isn't the most exciting gameplay right now. Obviously, we want to get to the main event. So I'm not going to hold you guys hostage for too long. I also have to go to golf. So I'm going to grind a little bit off screen, and I'll see you guys when we're ready for the big battle. Join me on this candlelit sigil. What a sad, sad day. It literally started raining as soon as it happened. This right here is our boy Frank. Dude, I am so sad. So what's up, guys? I'm back. It was like 2 seconds for you guys, but this is like 8 hours later for me. Dude, I am so sad. Frank the Tank, he went out peacefully. That's the one good part about this, but oh my goodness, dude, I am so sad. Frank, we will miss you so much. Go ahead and transport you out of here, get you a nice proper burial, and we're almost ready, man. I've been grinding. We have a lot going on. I've got a lot to update you guys on, but it's almost game time. I was not ready for how much work this was going to be, but we were finally able to get it done. So you guys know over here, dude, this Tyrannosaurus, whatever the heck he is always picking fights with the Triceratops. He'll get in a fight, he'll attack him a little bit, and eventually the Triceratops will run off. He doesn't really finish the job. And they kind of hurt each other a little bit. We'll see if they go for the throat here. This could be potentially kind of interesting. He's just stalking him. Dude, that thing is so freaking terrifying. Look at that. Oh, right for the jugular. And this is where the Triceratops usually runs. Oh, he's going to get a second lick in. He could potentially die here. Nope, he's going to run away. Okay, so this guy is like 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, something like that. What we're going to do, I'm hoping we can do this, otherwise it's going to make it a lot harder. Dinosaurs don't starve. Dinosaurs don't dehydrate. No social requirements. No danger to guests. No comfort. No combat for right now. Cohabitation all like. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm thinking we're going to be able to put everything in the main pen here. I'm thinking we're going to use this thing as our battle royale ground. And I feel like we should maybe make it a little bit smaller. Let's go ahead. Let's delete all this here. I say we continue this level 6 fence. We're going to have this come across here. And then I'm going to have it come straight across here. I feel like we should just have it go all the way over here. So hold on. Let me delete these guys really quick. And thankfully, all these guys are chilling right now. So we're going to have this area right here is going to be kind of like our setup. This is going to be the Battle Royale area. So we're going to demolish the rest of this fence here. And what we're going to be doing is getting every single dino that we can in here. I hope they can all fit. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so we've been really hard at work. Really, the major things, obviously Frank passed. That was really sad. We also lost, where is she? Unfortunately, we lost Indy. I did replace her with the new one. This is our second Indominus Rex. We're also going to be letting another one out. So we'll see what happens there. There are going to be multiple Indominus Rexes though. But yeah, so we have all of these over here that we were working on. These are all 100% full. We've got all sorts of dinos ready to go. Obviously very excited about this. Literally every single carnivore is available. If you look here for carnivores, we have everything unlocked. Most everything is at a high rating too, and we have every single type here. We also have quite a few new herbivores. We are missing some down here, but we got all the main ones. And the most important thing, we have been grinding on the research tree. We have all 7 hybrids: Indoraptor, Indominus Rex, Stegoceratops, Spinoraptor, Spinoceratops, Scorpius Rex, and the Ankylodocus. So all of those are going to be in these 2 over here. These are going to be all of our hybrids that we're going to be able to release. So obviously very excited about this. I kind of want to, I say let's make a bunch of response facilities. It's kind of nice that you can just delete the fence and nobody cares. There's not going to be any danger to any of the guests. We're going to make a bunch of these response facilities, advanced training, and task scheduling, and then we're going to go ahead and duplicate these. We're going to need a bunch of guys to go out and basically spear everything and get everyone in this pen. Make sure we get power to this. We can hook this up to the power grid over here. Beautiful. We're going to need a couple of small paths. All right, there we go. And now we've got some response teams. So basically, we're going to want to take any response team and let's just start tranking everything, and we're going to be moving everything over. Dude, this is insane. How many people can one team trank? That is ridiculous. All right, so now we're going to take this team over here, another capture team. Literally going to be tranking every single dinosaur in the park and trying to get them in there. So we're just going to get everyone here. It's going to be a mass exodus. So we've got that there. I'm going to say anybody over here. We've got our T-Rexes over here. Oh, that's really sad. There's only Mrs. Frank left. Dude, she's all on her own. We're going to have to take care of these raptors here. So let's get all these guys. Lots of raptors here, dude. If these guys can work together, they're going to be absolutely insane. Do we have anybody over here? They're still working. Okay, so that's a good start. We'll wait for all of these to be tranked, and then I definitely, I mean, it could potentially take a while. Let's go through. Let's release some of these. We're going to be able to see their entrances into the park. Dude, these dilps. Just a nasty business right there. I don't like those things at all, dude.
Dilophosaurus is a fascinating animal. Of course, we'll never know if its impressive neck frill and venom-spitting ability were traits of the dinosaur itself, or side effects of filling in gaps of the original genome. Either way, it's surprises like that that make being a paleoecologist a pure joy.
Dude, I mean, we've always started with those guys. I feel like that's kind of your first carnivore that you can get. They're a little bit easier to make. A little bit easier to tame, but they do get into some trouble. Look at these guys. Honestly, not bad. I think they might be able to handle themselves. Those dark eyes are really intimidating. I don't even know what this thing is. What is that? That's a Kizanosaurus. Utah Raptor. These guys are really interesting looking. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, look at the little feathers and everything. Okay, they're kind of cute. Like, I kind of want to ride him into battle, if I'm being honest. Little Utah Raptor.
Utah Raptor's name means Utah's predator. What a predator it is. This bipedal carnivore is an ambush hunter. With a distinctive killing claw, deadly serrated teeth, and sheer size on its side, it's definitely one to fear if you happen to be a dinosaur living nearby.
Can you imagine being a person and seeing these things just being released into the park? That would be absolutely terrifying. Okay, now what we're going to do is start moving all of these guys over into our battle zone. We're going to have like 17 freaking helicopters coming in here. That's going to be fine. Really hoping I'm clicking the right area. I think I am, so let's just go ahead and get everyone all the way over there. This is going to take a little bit of time, but it's all going to be worth it. I was thinking about just deleting all the fences and having the whole park available, but I've got a feeling it would take a really long time for them to like see each other and stuff, you know what I mean? So we're just going to get everyone in a smaller area. Dude, we're going to run out of space to be able to put things. I am a little bit nervous that we're going to have so many moving things that it's going to be hard for my computer to keep up to date, but we're just going to hope this works for the best. I should probably save. Let's save just in case. I love games that let you get manual saves in, dude. It's so nice that you can manage that and go back in case you have a problem or anything. So we're going to get all of these guys in here, and I'm going to say let's get definitely a lot more. We need at least a little bit of water. Speaking of water, dude, I love our Spinosaurus over here. This guy is freaking sick. He's usually swimming in the deep water. He's a lot of fun. We'll do him last so we could see him swimming in the deep water over there. But yeah, we're going to keep a little deep water, but I say we have a little bit more land over here in the corner, so there's a little deep water if we need it. And we're definitely going to want, since this is we're going to go a couple live feeders. We're going to go a fish ponds, and we're gonna have some other main feeders here, and then I say we have mainly just grassland here so we can see everything. We don't want a bunch of trees. We can have some trees, but we don't want too many trees. Okay, there we go. And most everyone has been moved here, so we can get back to doing our thing. We should actually probably, where did all these, oh, they're right here. Okay, we're gonna get all these guys tranked up, and then we could start working on moving them eventually. Okay, back to the grind. We've got a Proceratops here we're going to be releasing. We could release these out of airlifts straight into the thing, but I kind of want to see them. I like when they come out, we get like the little cutscene and stuff. Hey, a little Dilt there saying what's up to his friends. These guys are interesting looking. Nice little noses there. Kind of a nose horn situation.
If you were looking for a reason to be amazed by modern science, then look no further. The Proceratops was identified from a very limited fossil record, and yet enough of its genome has been found to create this beautiful animal. It is a privilege to have this dinosaur here.
Nicely done. I'm proud of you guys. All right, we're going to move on to our next one. We've got a key. Did we already release one of these? It's all right. If they've got a couple extra people in here, that's fine. We can let them rip. I don't think we had these guys come out, did we? Ooh, they've got like, oh, we did. We definitely did. Okay, they're just going to have a slightly larger pod. That's fine. Let's see what we've got going on with the, oop. I did not mean to do that. Let's see what we've got going on with the Trudon here.
We are pleased to welcome a Chandrasaurus to the park.
Just little guys here, but they look pretty quick. That's the thing. You don't want to count them out because they could potentially cause a bit of a ruckus.
The Troodon has a relatively large brain. So let me be clear. This is an intelligent animal. Faster
they look
than
intelligent.
Any human alive. And with claws and sharp incisors evolved to do one thing and do it well. You only get one mistake
Scrape meat off the bone.
A dinosaur like this. So treat it with caution, okay?
Sounds good to me. All right, let's release another one. We've got the I'm just butchering these names. We can let them take over for the pronunciation. Oh, little guys. Oh, we got 5 of them.
Back when Coelophysis first evolved, all of Earth's land masses were combined into one big supercontinent. It's no surprise, then, that we found its fossilized remains all over the world. Oh,
that's pretty cool.
How far you've come, my prehistoric friend. How far you've come.
That's wild to think about, dude. Pangea and everything, and just how much this world has been through without humans on it. Oh, these guys look pretty mean. Seen a lot of alligator crocodile-looking mouths, for sure. We got raptors maturing and stuff. All right, these guys are looking pretty cool.
Is well suited to different dietary sources, but just because an animal is adaptable doesn't make it invincible. Even this dinosaur needs a carefully planned environment, so make sure we give it an enclosure it can thrive in.
Oh, don't you worry. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. And now we should probably go back to moving all these guys over and tranking everyone else we can. We don't want things to get too out of control. Is our guy swimming over here? I love it when he swims. He just got out of the water. Go in. Please, go in the deep water. Swim around. He's been doing laps by himself, just chilling. Okay, I cannot believe he's not participating right now. Dude, all the little ones, these guys are making it hard to round up, but that's going to be fine. Task scheduling is full. Let's move away, get a different ranger team, make sure they've got the upgrades, training and scheduling. Beautiful. We can get some more guys out here and just keep working on this. These guys are taking themselves down Main Street, back in the back alleys, messing around with our fiber optics. And here's our endo, and everyone's good, right? Everyone's at 100% perfect. Nobody's going to eat or starve or anything. It's going to take us a while to get through this, so it's going to be worth it there. All right, so a bunch more tranks coming in. We've got a Giganosaurus. Oh, he looks menacing. Dude, look at that. He just looks bad. That is a bad boy right there. Okay, I'm pretty excited about this. This one...
A classic example of an apex predator, the Giganotosaurus.
Giganotosaurus.
This is one of the largest terrestrial carnivores. They certainly named it well.
We got a dead dinosaur. That's got to be from old age, right? Stegosaurus 006 died of old age. That's really sad. I swear, my day has just been clicking stuff. Just clicking buttons and moving stuff. Just clicking on eggs, clicking on dig sites, just clicking all over the place. Now we're just clicking on dinos and moving them. I can't even put half of these guys down because we've got so many spots that are already in progress. We just got to slowly keep this in order. Hopefully we're going to have enough space in this setup over here. We should be fine. I wanted to have it big enough, but not too big. We're going to have to get all those birds over there. Well, I guess the birds, they aren't going to stay in there, so we probably won't release the birds. But all right, we've got a Compsognathus. Looks like it might be a little guy. Oh my God, dude, they're like little lizards. Okay, I've got a new favorite. I don't think they're gonna win, but I'm rooting for them.
Much worse than its size suggests. The Compsognathus should never be underestimated, though I fear it often is.
Dude, how would you ever
Let's
keep
make
track of
sure
him?
we
Look how
educate
fast he
the
is.
world about the reality of animals like this one.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I mean, if you had a bunch of those, that's what I'm saying. Like, we could potentially get some episodes where we do 100 Compsognathuses take on an Endorex. Will they win? I don't know. I would think. These guys are unique looking. Kind of a snow camo. They got their headshots, bro. Digital camo. Some sort of raptor. Look at those talons, dude. That is crazy.
Underestimate the Atrociraptor, and it could be the last thing you ever do. This dinosaur is a lethal predator. And worse, I've heard rumors of them getting trained to attack specific targets. We should give our animals a better life than that.
Yeah, we totally should. That's a good idea, man. We definitely shouldn't have them fight to death, to the death in a big battle royale. Look at, dude, is this a Niffler? Look at these guys. Absolutely beautiful.
The
Moros Intrepidus.
The word Moros comes from the ancient Greek spirit of impending doom. Rather morbid, I know, but it does paint a picture of what being confronted by this animal might feel like. I'm sure under your guidance, this dinosaur will prove a much cheerier addition to the site.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Tax slots are full. That's fine. Let's move on to our next one here. We can lose 250K. I'm not worried about it. We are going to release another T-Rex, of course. Unfortunately, Frank the Tank is gone, so somebody's going to have to fight in his place. I do feel like he deserved a nice send-off. Oh, we got a couple of T-Rexes. This is going to be interesting. That's the thing, though. So I released them however they ended up. If we had a couple come out, great. If we had just one come out, that's fine too. So obviously some of these are going to be more pack fighters. They're going to work together, like the Raptors will kind of do things together. The T-Rex is, they're going to fight each other. So they're going to hurt each other, and then they're going to end up being at a disadvantage because they're going to be weak, and I don't know, I guess you never really know what happens. So Triceratops don't get along with basically anything. I had to put some more of these in here just because they're iconic and see what happens. We got a Ceratosaurus. Oh, look at that nose. Bro's got a honker, but he looks pretty gnarly. Okay, this is going to be a good one here. Nice little blue strike on the face.
Spikes, horns, and ridges.
Yellow eyes.
The Ceratosaurus is covered in defensive and offensive ornamentation. Let's treat it with the care and respect it deserves.
Dude, I want to do 100 of the little guys against an Indominus Rex. I think we're going to do that. We have to, I'll try a couple episodes and see if you guys enjoy it. But that just sounds like a lot of fun. These guys look sick. What the heck is this? Bro's got a whole shield design on his head. Bro, I played some good golf today, boys. I was actually really happy. I've been playing more consistently for the last year and a half. Never played my whole
If you're
life. Started playing
anything
at like
me,
32
you
years
look
old.
at the amazing frill of the Chasmosaurus and think, hey,
Chasmosaurus.
walking ad space. Now, a lot of my ideas get shut down, but boy, did that one get shut down fast.
You know, I kind of had the same joke there, but yeah, it went well. I was impressed. Been taking a few lessons and things, just trying to dial in. Instagram algorithm is just all golf stuff, but I think last week I shot we always play straight up on the front nine and then we scramble the back nine, me and my boys. Last week I shot a 44 on the front nine and today I shot a 42. I think it's my all-time best front nine score, so. I've never broken 100. Obviously that's en route to 100. I think 18 holes is much harder than 9, so you never know if you're gonna blow up or not, but last couple of weeks something's been clicking, so that feels good. Somebody died over here? Died of old age. You lucked out, my friend. All right, that's going to be all of those hatcheries there. We've got the other side here, bro. This is so freaking ridiculous. Carnotaurus, we had one of these guys back in the day. Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2. Didn't really get into these guys today. We've got new eggs over there, bro. Who knows what's even happening over in that pen. It is just absolutely ridiculous.
This animal is a classic predator. The Carnotaurus can move fast, has an excellent sense of smell, and is willing to sink its teeth into anything or anyone.
Love it. Super sick. Little double horn there. Let's see what we've got going on. Matriacanthosaurus. Dude, I grinded for like there was a lot of time put in to unlock all these. Technically, what I could have done is started up a brand new save, and I think you can make it that all these guys are all available all at the start.
The Metriacanthosaurus
But this
is a whole
feels better
lot
to me.
faster than it looks. And it's definitely faster than I look, which is why I won't be going anywhere near this one. Thank you very much.
Metriacanthosaurus, love that. All right, you know, speed might be the name of the game. It is a smaller pin, but if they can run around and get away from them, ooh, this is like a what's the big lizards with the venomous mouths that live on the island? Komodo dragon? Kind of a Komodo dragon looking
When we
thing.
talk about eye-catching species, the Dimetrodon and its
I love the
remarkable
big
spine
sailfish.
sail is gonna be near the top. Some
Fins.
animals need your attention. This one demands it.
I mean, those guys look honestly pretty chill. With everything that we've seen, I'm sure they're insane, but for the most part, those look pretty chill. Oh, is this some sort of a raptor? What in the world is this thing? Okay.
This efficient hunter
Herrerasaurus?
is the Herrerasaurus.
Herrerasaurus.
It's one of the most primitive theropods we know of. But primitive
little-
doesn't mean crude. It's well adapted for chasing down prey and biting down hard with those terrifying blade-like teeth. An amazing addition to this site.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. They do look pretty intense, but he also looks a little bit dumb with that hairdo. He's got to get faded up by his barber. His barber could do a little bit better work there. But, all right, we're going to take a bunch of those guys out. Last one here is going to be the Pyroraptor. I think these are kind of like the Utah Raptor. Oh, whoa, that is beautiful. Kind of like a peacock? Dude, I love this. This is so freaking sick. Are you kidding me? Absolutely
This feels
gorgeous.
Like it's straight out of legend. Get this. A forest fire sweeps through southern France, and what's found in the aftermath? The first discovered remains of a Pyroraptor. One heck of an origin story, right? And one heck of a dinosaur. Ooh, glad to have it with us.
Dude, that is amazing. All right, we're going to release an Acrocanthosaurus. This guy looks a little bit beefy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my god, bro. What? Why does he look like he's like a 40-year-old man with a beer belly? What is that? Like an old bald dude.
Introducing the high-spined lizard.
Bro, he's
the
got weird
Acrocanthosaurus.
metrics here.
The prominent spinal ridge for which it is named supports a mass of muscle, helping it rip apart flesh and sinew alike. It is fearsome, naturally, but it's hard not to appreciate such an incredible animal. Oh, but if you're squeamish, watching it feed may spoil that appreciation a touch.
Dude, the fact that we have been able to learn this much about all these different beings from millions and millions of years ago. Just from their bones. Obviously, we don't really know exactly what they look like in terms of skin and feathers and
the team just
patterns
told
and
me
things,
some
but
fun facts about the Albertosaurus. Apparently, they have serrated, flesh-ripping teeth, show pack behavior, and like nothing more than hunting. Now, is it just me, or are those facts less fun and more fundamentally terrifying, huh?
I mean, it sounds like it's a pretty good setup for a dinosaur, I'm not gonna lie. Let's get these guys moved over, then we can release some more. The Guanlong, I think this one is from China. There's one from China I really want to see. It's a certain, like a Triceraptor or something. It looked insane. These guys have nice little tails here, little peacock tails.
Beautiful dinosaur. Its name? Guanlong. Roughly translates as crown dragon from
Crown
Chinese.
dragon.
Makes sense too, because that impressive nasal crest shows that this animal is something special. It's an amazing addition to the site, so let's try and give it the royal treatment, right?
Absolutely. We've got an oviraptor here. So many different types of raptors. Ooh, little guys. Dude, I would have this as a pet, 100%. It's just like a little chick. Is this what the chicken came from?
Oviraptor got
This is
its
what
name
came
from the hypothesis that it
the egg?
survived by stealing and eating eggs from other dinosaurs. It's not a feeding habit that will win you many friends, but it is another amazing example of how species rely on one another in surprising ways.
Dude, life finds a way. It always does. All right, what's up next? The Microceratus. It's going to be like a little Microceratops, I think. Dude, the little baby. How did this happen? How did they evolve into the little tiny... How do you survive in the wild? Like that thing back there?
When
Your
people
lunch.
think of dinosaurs,
You're done.
they tend to imagine animals of a certain size. And yes, most dinosaurs are at least bigger than modern animals. The Microceratus is different. But don't let its small size make you underestimate it. They are still dinosaurs, with all the dangers that implies.
All right, we got another... Ooh, that's another one down. We've got two less. Concavinator. Sounds like something out of Phineas and Ferb or something. Got a little mountain ridge on his back. It's pretty cool looking.
I have to say, I'm a big fan of the Concavinator. Logic suggests I shouldn't be, though.
Tomatonator.
It's an efficient, carnivorous predator, and that always means we should be on guard around it. Its name literally means hunter with a hump. Maybe I just find that charming.
I love some of them. They have like all these little frills, like their little frill up on his head and over on his elbows and stuff. That's pretty cool. And we've got the Spinosaurus coming out. This technically, we've got another Spinosaurus. He's just been in so many fights. I didn't want to. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh, these guys are freaking gnarly. The other one's been in so many fights. I didn't want him to be like hurt or something and not be able to hang on. So we're gonna have two Indoraptors and two. Maybe we don't move both Spinosauruses in to keep things a little bit more fair. I think we did these guys before, but that's fine. Okay, we could skip them, not a big deal. And last but not least, we've got the Homocephali. Whatever the heck this thing is. More little guys. Look at those domes, dude. I wish we had a little bit more sunlight on this side.
The Homocephali might seem unassuming, but that flat plate on its head isn't there for decoration. I've seen it used socially amongst the dinosaurs, but I've also seen it used defensively. Long story short, do not underestimate this animal.
It's the same dang mountain range that has been blocking the view of the ponds this entire time. So I'm gonna try to take this down, but there's just so much. And now this is where we're really starting to ask a lot from our PC, so yeah, that's a little bit better. At least we've got a little bit of sunshine there. This is the one I was talking about. The other one from China is like a really far away, really expensive dig site, the Yutyrannus. Bro, what? Kind of look like a Yeti or something. They'd be out in the snow. Cold climate.
Feathered tyrant, Yutyrannus. Now this Tyrannosaur ruffled a few feathers when it was first discovered. The overwhelming reaction was excitement though, just as I'm excited to see this animal in person now. It's amazing.
Sweet. All right, let me see if we can get these. If I delete this, can I move this? No, I am not gonna do that. Okay, what we can do, let's take this here, put these across, and then we should be able to delete these. Get this guy linked back in, and then I'm hoping to be able to drop this a little bit more just so we could see a little bit better. I should have done that a long time ago. There we go. Let there be light, baby. Oh my goodness, dude. We are almost done, and then we get to get into the high. I really like seeing all these guys, though, and learning about it and hearing the cutscenes. This is cool.
The Allosaurus, a big bipedal predator that will happily hunt or scavenge for food. This animal really isn't a fussy eater. And on that note, I'm just gonna take a few thousand steps back.
All right, whatever you say, sir. We got a Deinonychus coming in here. Love these guys. Seen a lot of these guys in the past. Second to last of the normal dinosaurs that actually existed, and we aren't messing with their genes and everything.
You know, I have a real soft spot for the Deinonychus. Of course, that's exactly the spot it would target with those massive claws if
these guys
I
look
ever
insane.
got too close. But still.
And last but not least, we've got the Dimetrodon. Another guy with like a sail fin back. Oh, we've already done these. Just kidding. Okay. Beautiful. Now we're going to be able to get into the fun stuff. We've got all the hybrids over here. This is, we've got this thing on fire. We should probably take a look at that. I don't think we had a maintenance post over here because it was kind of a temporary setup. That thing needs gas. We're going to add a maintenance team. Let's add another maintenance setup over here. Make sure all these are taken care of. We can add another maintenance team. Perfect. Okay, this is ill-advised to do this. You should not be messing with nature as it was intended, but welcome. We've got kind of, to be honest, the more boring ones over here. Although this guy's pretty sick. It's like half long neck, half ankylosaurus. He's got little horns on his head. Look at his little cheekbones and stuff. Bro looks like he's something like Star Wars or Star Trek or something. Who's a good boy? I love their little feetsies. I'm assuming you're not going to have anything to say about him because he's not actually real, so we're just going to move on. We've got the Spinoceratops. This thing...
The Ankylodocus might look nice and docile, but it was engineered for defense. A tough armored hide, a whip-like tail with a club on the end. Yeah, this dinosaur should come with a warning tag around his neck.
I'm really hoping we have some sort of like a docile, gentle giant somehow come out on top. That club at the end of this is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, these guys are sick too.
Can a dinosaur be considered cute? This species, the Spinoceratops, might just fit the bill. Despite having a similar appearance to the Sinoceratops, this animal is a hybrid. It's been acclimated to a variety of environments and should prove easy to care for. I mean, as easy as it can be to care for any dinosaur.
All right, we're gonna find out. Next up, we're gonna come over here. This is where things get really interesting. So we've already seen the Indominus Rex before. Just take a quick peek right here. Wait. Why does she look so weird? Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so excited. It's gotta be the Indorex that wins, right? And we really do have to think about who we're gonna have in there, because I feel like 2 Indominus Rexes just isn't fair. We've got the Indoraptor. Oh my gosh, dude. Life's about to find a way in medium nesting area 7. I don't know if that's our birds or what.
This is a hybrid predator that is as much weapon as dinosaur.
I like how it started raining when we started doing these ones.
All, but at least it's under our care. Have your guard up at all times around this animal.
Yeah, the walking on all fours there, that's pretty insane. Stegoceratops is kind of a fun one. Dude, look at his spikes. Oh my gosh. So it's a Stegosaurus and a Triceratops mixed. That spiked tail and everything, that's freaking sick. I love
This hybrid animal has a number of distinctive and iconic features of other dinosaurs.
I feel like a kid again, dude. This is so
Stegoceratops
sick.
Was designed and engineered to appeal to the masses, and oh boy, does it.
It is interesting that, like, those two are so popular. The Spinoraptor. These raptors are so bird-like, it's so funny.
The Spinoraptor is a predatory hybrid, synthesized from Spinosaurus and Velociraptor DNA. I've never dealt with an animal that seemed to want to hunt our guests quite as much as this one. My advice, keep it locked down tight.
Sir, yes, sir. Sounds good to me. And then last but not least, we've got the Scorpius Rex. I don't really know much about this thing. Oh, that is ugly as sin. Looks like Jar Jar Binks. Bro, what is wrong with your posture? That's dude, that's okay. That looks like a nightmare. That and the one with the long fingernails.
Breathing nightmare. The Scorpius Rex. An animal so dangerous that even its creator thought it was wise to keep it contained. A dinosaur with venomous spikes, sharp claws, sharper teeth. You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, that sounds a little bit concerning there, Mr. Finch. Okay, so we have released everything. We've got everything in the park. We've done all the research. Now we just need to trap everything and get everything inside the pen, and then we're going to be able to make it so that they don't get along and they are a danger to each other, and we can have some fun there. So this is going to take a really long time for me to do. I'm going to come back. I might even have to come back tomorrow, dude. My wife is making dinner. I think she's about done. This is crazy. This episode has taken so much grinding. I was not ready for it, but the payoff is finally here. Well, this is absolutely chaotic, but we're almost done. I did transfer quite a few of the raptors. I think we could probably do a couple more. The thing is I don't want too many raptors. Obviously, these are pack animals, so they're going to work together, and I just feel like that's a little bit unfair. I think they should have some pack aspect. We're probably going to have maybe 10 of them or so in there. It could be a little bit too crazy there, but we'll see what happens. They might have a bit of an advantage. And the other thing, oh no, they both did. I was just going to say Tina was the one that passed first, but literally as I started recording here, it looks like Tiny has passed as well. Really feel bad about that. Unfortunately, their daughter here is going to be all alone. We should probably get these guys out of here just so she doesn't have to look at that. And we're just going to wait for all of these things to be picked up and brought over into our pen. And then we're going to be good to go. How did somebody die? Oh, Velociraptor died of old age already? Interesting. I'm actually going to leave that there, a little decaying carcass. Maybe somebody can feast on that when they need it. This is just so funny. Watching T-Rex and things. This is our Indorex right here. How you doing, girl? Good to see ya. Definitely a crowd favorite. Going to be interesting to see how she works out. Oh, she's going after a goat right away. Oh my goodness. Dude, this is going to be crazy. Also, I did set up a double fence around here. Obviously, we can't do a double fence along the edge, along the water here, but everywhere else, we do have a double fence. I was kind of thinking maybe a triple fence. If we're waiting anyway, I might as well do that just to kind of try to keep them contained. Going to be really unfortunate if somebody ends up getting through this. We've got feeders that need resupplies. That's fine. It's going to be like a maze to be able to get out of this thing unless you break through all 3 fences, so I'm hoping this is going to be able to keep ourselves contained here. Although, who really knows, dude? Things are about to get real weird. Okay, so we've got a 3rd level of fence there. We've got some feeders that need to be refilled. We probably need to get a ranger post on that. Got a new ranger team ready to fill that thing up. Beautiful. And, all right. Just a little bit of waiting here. Do a little bit more transporting, and it's going to be game time. What is this, a Deinonychus down here? We missed one of him, I guess. We've got a couple others out here. You got to look for any of the little darts. Look at this. Who is this over here? We've got a Matriacanthosaurus just walking around in the forest by himself. Okay, a Matriacanthosaurus in the forest. What are we, Dr. Seuss? All right, we're going to go ahead and tranquilize him. We're going to get him in here, and we should be good to go. Not gonna lie, this is kind of cute, dude. Look at all these guys getting along here. We've got a Matriacanthosaurus and an Acrocanthosaurus. Long lost brothers, cousins, I guess. It's honestly beautiful to see everyone just kind of existing together. Look at the size differences, bro. What in the world? Indominus Rex just happy, taking a nap next to the water, not terrorizing everyone. We've got 2 Indy Rexes in here, so we are going to have to get rid of one of these, actually. Want to be careful to try to keep it as fair as possible. I am a little worried about the number of raptors we have, and I wonder if, like, raptors across different species, like, you know, little Indoraptors and things, are those going to help out the actual raptors, or what's going to happen? But this is about to be an absolute bloodbath. We finally get to see a Spinosaurus swimming. Oh, he caught a fish! Oh, that is so good. All right, is this Indominus Rex? We got to get her out of here, unfortunately. Number 3, I apologize. I'm going to, I guess we could just put her back in her original pin. So let's go ahead and move her over here. We've also got David over here. I really wanted, you know what? Let's do it. Let's get David in there instead of the new one. It looks like he's healed up. I wanted to make sure that he was going to be healed, and it looks like he is. So where did that other Spinoraptor go? I just saw him. He's right here. We're going to tranquilize SPS-003. We're also going to trank David. And we're going to get David in here since he's already had a couple of fights. He's kind of a local favorite, you know what I mean? Which might be a little bit unfair, but that's fine. Oh, look at them. They're just tussling. Nobody's actually upset. They're just having fun together. This is absolutely beautiful, and I hate that we're about to completely ruin it. I'm sorry, buddy. We are going to have to rewild you. $1.5 million, and that's the interesting thing. That's why we had to move the Indominus Rex over to the other side of the island. I tried to rewild one of the 2, and it wouldn't let me. You can't rewild any of the what's it called? It's like the hybrids or anything. I guess they didn't exist in the wild, so it makes sense. They could kind of screw up the wild, although I think if you take literally any dinosaur and release it into the wild in current days, they are going to definitely mess with the food chain and everything there. I don't think there's a single one of these guys that wouldn't be able to survive. So we are almost ready. Just a couple deliveries left, and it's going to be game time. Doing a double check here. We are going to leave the birds in the cage. They can't really... And we're not going to be able to have them partake. Same thing with the aquatic animals here. Looks like that is it. We've got a few extra raptors over here. I didn't want to overdo it. And I think we are all good to go. Just going to wait on these final deliveries. Oh, this is going to be good. Had a Spinosaurus die of old age. We're going to get him out of here. And over the trees comes... is this going to be our Spinosaurus? I'm pretty sure it is. This is going to be our final entrant into the battle. We've got David here. Had a David versus Goliath moment. I'm really, really curious about how he's going to do. I feel like if he's intelligent, he could just kind of hang out in the deep water because I don't think many other... things could get him, so he could kind of let the chaos ensue, but I think he's going to be a little bit too aggressive, and he might get himself in trouble. Dude, it is so funny seeing these little guys compared to that. That is just absolutely ridiculous, and he's really not even that big in the grand scheme of things, but all right, so we are all good to go. Dinosaurs don't starve is off. Dinosaurs don't dehydrate is off. Dinosaur lifespan normal. Maturity. I'm going to say unlimited feeder reserves. I kind of don't want the rangers to... We should probably delete all of our rangers so nobody does anything to, like, stop them. So they're going to have an unlimited source of food, but they're... you know, or actually maybe we turn the food off because then they're going to starve and then they're going to have to fight each other and eat each other. So that works. Dinosaurs, danger to guess. Yes. Escapes. I'm going to say no escapes. So they can't, that makes more sense than putting up multiple fences. Comfort is going to be on. Social requirements are going to be on. Combat frequency is going to be normal. Herbivores able to initiate fights is going to be on. Dinosaur cohab is going to be normal. All like... no dislike or normal. We're just going to do normal. Dinosaur breeding is going to be normal. Okay, so they should start fighting. And now we've got those set up. I just don't want rangers coming in and doing anything. So we're going to delete all of our ranger stations, which we're going to have these all over the place, dude. Got 2 here. This is going to be absolute chaos. I'm so excited for this. Anything with a helipad, got to delete all of these ranger stations. Did we have one over here? Dude, this is... I'm kind of excited about this, but I'm also a little bit sad because obviously this is, you know... this is the end of the park. We're sending this thing into oblivion. It's going to cease to exist. We're going to see our numbers go down. We've got $386 million. Absolutely killed that there. Is that everyone? Ranger Team 10. Let me see them. Okay, that was the last one. So they're gone. We're all good to go. This is it, baby. Here we go. When I took control of that, it actually played for a minute. So people have found out that they're pretty upset here. I'm going to say let's go normal speed, and then we're going to come in here. Let's get a first-person view of the chaos to start things off. Oh my gosh, dude. This is gonna be absolutely ridiculous. But look at the Gallimimuses. Oh gosh. All right, chaos. Oh, here we go. The T-Rex is hunting off the bat. Oh man, a lot of comfort issues, but nobody's gonna be able to leave. Nobody's gonna be able to eat. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's delete the feeders. We've got a dead dinosaur already. Looks like an Atrociraptor died right off the bat. Interesting fight has begun between the Indominus Rex and a Kinzosaurus there who's gonna run off. Fight has begun between these two. Oh my gosh, we've already got... Looks like we've got somebody feeding over here. We've got... Oh... Hold on a second. Where's he going? I'm not sure what's going on. Indominus Rex is hunting somebody down over here. Fight has begun between a Utah Raptor and a Velociraptor. Looks like oh my gosh, dude. By the neck. That is ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Another fight has begun over here. Oh, we got big dog versus little dog. There's no way we're going to be able to see all these fights, dude. One bite, you know the rules. Holy cow. We've got a dead Brachiosaurus over here. We've got a dead Velociraptor that died to a Utah Raptor. New fight over here. I'm just going to click on whatever happens up here. Oh my gosh, dude. Right there, done again. We've got another Indominus Rex fight happening, I think. Allosaurus got a little guy right here. That's really sad. I mean, that's kind of to be expected. We've got two of these guys fighting each other. Brother, there is so much else to fight out here. There's no reason to fight each other. Never mind, they're going to turn away. They're going to be smart. Here we go. Let's see what we've got going on next. Little medium range fight. Our Triceratops, is he dying or is he taking a nap? What's his plan here? He's got some comfort issues. He's just upset he's going to take a nap. He just can't believe that all this is happening. Oh! We've got teamwork here! Oh my goodness, dude, are you kidding? He's throwing them off. We've got three of them attacking him. They're hurt. One of them just died. Oh, this is so insane. Are you kidding me? They're both going to die right there too. What was that? So that's our whatever against the Atrociraptors. Okay, that is insane. We've got another one over here. It looks like the Raptors are really kind of taking a lead here. We've got a lot of Raptors, Utah Raptors, Indoraptors, all kinds of things doing well. We've got some little guys fighting underneath the T-Rex. I kind of want to see a T-Rex fight, dude. Holy cow. We've got these guys. Come on, guys. Why are you fighting your own kin when you don't have to? This guy is the ugliest one of them all. He is absolutely terrifying. We've got another fight over here. See what we've got going on. A lot of people really upset. The little ones scurrying around. Raptors just kind of hanging out here. We've got a lot of people bleeding and stuff. Oh. Okay. He decided to have a little snack. All right, that was pretty good. Let me pause. Where's our T-Rex? I want to see what our T-Rexes are doing. We got a T-Rex right here really upset. Come on, buddy. You got to get in the fight. You're everyone's favorite. You have been the long-standing favorite for many, many years. The T-Rexes are going to fight each other, bro. Brains smaller than those stupid little arms, but honestly, this is going to be cool to watch. All this chaos happening, and you guys are going to have a territory fight like idiots. Oh, he might capitalize. Is that a little... Nope. Utah Raptor's getting a drink. All this opportunity to eat and solidify a future for yourself, and you're going to fight. Oh, the Therizinosaurus might come in here and try to do something. Nope. Okay. Looks like our birds are really upset over there. We don't have any rangers or anything to be able to keep them under control. Got another kill right here. Dude, he low-key... Jar Jar Binks over here might be looking all right. My goodness, I'm excited to see what he can do. Another fight has begun. Got a little guy versus a littler guy. Looks like this one's already hurt a little bit. Oh my goodness, that club tail. Barry Bonds looking swing right there. Bro is juiced up. Let's see what we've got going on here. He's gonna go for a little tail bite. He's a really skinny guy. Another little swing there. He's gotta be almost done. 1v1, you're done, son. This guy's got so much armor, so many spikes. Even when he's jumping at him and attacking him, like imagine biting onto one of those plates. Like that wouldn't feel good. Think about when you eat a bowl of Captain Crunch and you've got all the you know, tears on the roof of your mouth times a million. We've got this guy. Did he just win a fight? I think he just beat this guy, the Deinonychus. Oh, no, hold on. Oh boy. This guy even walks like Freddy, dude. Oh my gosh, that is brutal. He just stalks people walking around slowly. All right, what do we got going on over here? More battles of the little guys. These guys look very... They're the same, aren't they? That's a male and a female. Just different coloring. Yep, that's pretty stupid, guys. Come on, we could do something a little bit better there. We've got an Indoraptor. We're getting a fight with this guy. Oh gosh, is he gonna take him down? Dude, look at how hurt he is. I feel bad for the big guys, to be honest. We should have done this just straight up carnivores. The carnivores I don't feel as bad. I mean, the little guys, the herbivores, they're just getting absolutely tanked here. And especially the big herbivores, like these guys are walking around trying to get a snack. How could you ever not like him? Why would you ever want to fight him? Indoraptor's hunting down a Gallimimus, it looks like. I think this Yudyrannus is about to get a win. This poor little Spinosaurus. Oh, he's running. Is the Utahraptor going to finish the job, or is he going to let him go? Interesting. All right. He's going to live to see another day. Oh, this guy's hunting the Gallimimus. He just got him. Oh, my gosh, dude. The Dilophosaurus taking the win right there. This guy's just having a snack. Bro, these guys remind me of Coda so much. Just big, awkward, not really involved. Just kind of having a good time, doing whatever they can do. We've got Triceratops that are kind of banding together here, running away. We've got a Utahraptor that's got some comfort issues, just kind of hanging out. I mean, the thing is there's plenty of meat here. Stegosaurus was taken down. So I'm wondering if we're going to have a bit of a ceasefire, potentially. Ooh. Dude, the double stomp to the head and then break the neck. That was nasty. Oh, we've got a big one here. They did such a good job with these animations and things and seeing them go for the neck and everything. Oh, I forgot about this guy. We haven't seen the Indoraptor in a little bit. All right, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Looks like he might be hunting somebody. I feel like in a battle royale, he's the one out on the edge, the outskirts, just slowly picking people off. Nobody's really paying attention to him, not going for loot, not drawing a lot of attention to himself, just kind of taking what he can get, kind of camping a little bit, but doing his thing. So that's going to be interesting to see where he ends up. Oh, the Therizinosaurus. Oh, no. Is he dead? It says he's hungry. He died in a fight. Dude, holy cow. The Stegoceratops beat the Therizinosaurus or whatever it is. He's going to take a little break here. So this, interesting. He's got a nice balance of offense and defense. These hybrids obviously are going to have a bit of an advantage. It's not like they had to genetically develop over you know, hundreds of millions of years. We just kind of took the best of everything and mixed it together. So I wouldn't be surprised if a hybrid ended up winning. These guys might be pack hunting right here. Trying to keep an eye on what we've got up top every time it pops up. He's going to run away. All right, what do we have over here? Oh, gosh. Not looking good for this guy. Indominus Rex is starting to hunt somebody. Wait, do we have... She looked green, but no, that's the same Indominus Rex there. Oh, she got him. Oh, my gosh, dude, that is so sad. Why was she even fighting him? He wasn't doing anything to her. She just attacked him for no reason. Brachiosaurus down. Got a little guy over here. We've got a Velociraptor versus something over here. The little... These guys are hanging in there. I don't know how many we had. I think it was like 3 or 4. But they are absolutely hanging in there. Got him with the claws there. Just kind of a quick little attack. Ooh, dude, that is absolutely brutal. I will say, I feel like the fights... It's kind of like a tit for tat. It feels like a Pokemon fight, you know what I mean? Like everyone gets one turn, and then you get another turn, and you kind of take turns, which doesn't exactly feel realistic. Oh, she's going for the big dogs for no reason. Biting the tail, they're just trying to walk away. Dude, that is so sad. I mean, that's what it was in real life, right? I mean, are they like horses or giraffes? She's going to take a bite of both of these things. Like they could kind of like rear up and kick maybe, but it's like a zebra getting hunted by a lion. There's nothing they're going to be able to do. Yeah, these guys are hanging in there. I feel like we need some bigger dogs to come in and try to take them out. I don't think they're going to have enough, but they might be able to get it done. We've got some more action over here. Fights out between the Indoraptor and this little guy. Come on now. You got to be smarter than that. Somehow we've still got a 5-star guest rating, dude. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it would be pretty cool to watch. I think it'd get pretty sad pretty quickly. Is this a Metriacanthosaurus? Yep, just took down a Yudyrannus. So that, honestly, the Yudyrannus was really beautiful. I was kind of hoping for him to be able to do okay. We've got a Dilophosaurus against another little guy over here. See what they've got going on. These guys are nasty. I'm curious if they use any like ranged attacks or anything, or is it slowly gonna move here? Slowly moving in. Ooh, all right, that's a wrap. Okay, that's his favorite 1-2 combo right there. We've got an Indoraptor. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. Look at him scout it up. Stanced up. Ready to go. Ready to pounce. Ooh, he felt himself getting flanked there. He's gonna get out of there. That's what I'm saying, bro. He is cheeky. He's smart. He's picking his fights. He's taking them when he knows he can get them, and he's not. Oh, this might be the end for our little Giganosaurus guy. Giganospinosaurus. He looks pretty hurt here. 20% comfort. Nope, she's gonna run off. Oh, you're gonna capitalize. A Velociraptor over here. Velociraptors are maturing. This is a tough place to mature, but good job. Ooh. Okay, that was good. All right, our little Spinoraptor. Oh, wait. So we've got multiple Spinoraptors. Sorry about that. We'll see if they end up surviving. David might be in the mix, too. We've got multiple of some species, though, so it's fine. Spinoraptor versus Kianzosaurus here. Honestly, very similar looking body shapes. Obviously, one of them kind of has the hump. A little bit smaller. She's also... Is this a female here? Yeah, for sure. I think she's going to be in trouble, and she might be sandwiched right here. Somebody call Sabrina Carpenter. Fatal injury happening. We got, ooh, this guy. The Giganotosaurus looking pretty good. Another Brachiosaurus just went down. Dude, the Indoraptor has just been going, or the Indominus Rex, sorry, has just been going after the big dogs. Just taking the free licks, the free meals, not even trying to fight anything worth her time. She's just going, oh, this might prove to be interesting right here. Let's see what we've got going on. Sorry for the lagginess. It's getting a little bit laggy at times. Looks like she just told him off. Interesting. And then she's gonna eye up another popsicle over here, a little meat popsicle. While he's gonna go eat what she killed, and she's gonna go kill another one. Oh my gosh, dude. That is really sad. For the tail, for the arm. He's going to be hurt. Had another win over here. The Utah Raptors are looking pretty decent. I love their tails, dude. That is so beautiful. Acrocanthosaurus is going after some goats. I feel like there's some other stuff you could be expending your energy on, but that's okay. Velociraptor versus a Dilophosaurus. Got to be honest, I don't like those Dilophosauruses, so I'm happy to see that happen. We got a Utah Raptor versus a Velociraptor. Oh my gosh, dude. That is so good. The wings are crazy. The feathers, that is amazing. These guys are gnarly. I didn't realize they were so insane. She just manhandled, or he just manhandled that raptor. Gonna get a little drink afterwards. Hold on, we've got another fight happening over here. Seems like a pretty unfair fight. Our first time seeing a T-Rex fight something that's not his brother. Imagine he's going to be able to get this done no problem. I just don't know. Oh, don't do that, dude. You got to finish the job. You had him down. You had him knocked. And you're going to let him get away. Ooh, this is a good one. But again, I'm going to imagine. I feel like these hybrids, they're all very, very smart. They'll run from the fight if they have to. Ooh. Little wall jump on him. He's playing Black Ops 7. We've got two Spinosauruses fighting. Let me go see that really quick. Or Spinoceratops, sorry. That's what those are. All right, guys, maybe don't attack each other. Looks like, all right, the Indoraptor is going to scare off the Allosaurus in there. Nobody's going to win that fight, but they might end up coming back later. We've got another Spinosaurus here. I think this might be the end for her if they finish each other off. Nope, she's going to run away. All right. We've got a lot of smart dinos. They're taking their time. They're being smart about it. Also, this is a Spinoraptor, not a Spinosaurus. Sorry. Okay, interesting. I forgot we had those. We've got Utah Raptors. No, don't fight each other, guys. You guys are so sick. I want to see you succeed. I say we speed this up a little bit. We've got a lot of like starting fights and then running away from fights. So let's try to get this down. I don't know if we should think about transporting dead dinos out so they have less food or how that works. But we're just going to advance this battle royale a little bit. We'll see what happens. I do think our star rating is going to start to go down because we're going to start losing species in the park. We're currently at 12 of 12, and that's going to end pretty quickly. Oh, Velociraptor versus T-Rex. Hold on. Bro, what just happened? Oh, this is incredible. Oh, they're both going at him. Dude, he threw them off like crazy. So there's two Velociraptors versus a T-Rex. This is what I would love to see. Dude, so obviously this is going to be the last episode of... Did he kill him? Yes, that Velociraptor did die right there. All right, beautiful. T-Rex is at 29% comfort, 100% health. Didn't even budge on that one right there. That's insane. Now, obviously, this is going to be the last episode for this park, but I really would love to do, like, you know, we said it before, like a T-Rex versus 100 of the little things, Indominus Rex versus 10 Velociraptor, you know what I mean? So if you guys have any ideas on fun ones we could do, definitely let me know. We've got a T-Rex versus an Indominus Rex here. Oh my gosh, dude, the Battle of the Titans. Unfortunately, I think this might be the end for the T-Rex. This is gonna be, oh, we'll see. I wanna keep an eye on each other's health. 88%, 62%, 24%. Oh, just doesn't stand a chance. He's gonna run off. He's got a chance to see another day. And Indy is not gonna chase him down. Again, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit because there's a lot of fights where it's just like, you know, they'll tussle for a little bit, run off. We got to see a little bit of progress here, guys. We might have to start shrinking the storm. We could start moving the fences in. Another T-Rex fight here. Let's see what we've got going on. Looks like the rain is clearing up. Why do you not finish the job? I feel like you could be winning this. You keep getting in all these little fights and then you walk off. That's going to end up costing you. Utah Raptor versus a Velociraptor here. Utah Raptor's gonna run off. That is crazy how much bigger the Utah Raptor is than the Velociraptor. The Indominus Rex is chilling, 100% healthy. She's got a little scratch there. She's definitely uncomfortable, but she's not worried about it. She can get the job done, and she knows it. Wake up from her nap feeling a little bit cranky, feeling a little bit hungry, basically like my wife. She's gonna walk over. She's gonna feast on a little Triceratops, okay? I was hoping she was gonna look to pick a fight with somebody, but I guess not. Indy here looks like she might be going the distance this time. Oh my gosh, dude, I need somebody to finish the job, finish the work. Holy cow. We're definitely getting lower. We've got a Spinoraptor here about to take on another hybrid. Nope, not gonna do that. Yeah, there's a lot of chess being played right now. A lot of people just coming in, taking a little peek, running away. How is this guy still alive? We've got a Brachiosaurus still walking around. I mean, he's not comfortable, but he's hanging in there. We love to see that. And I spoke too soon. Literally 2 seconds later, it looks like our Indy Rex is gonna take him down. Nope. She got distracted. Oh, nope, she's gonna pick a little fight. But she's not gonna finish the fight. She never does. It looks like our Acrocanthosaurus, whatever, might end up finishing. See what we've got going on over here. Yep. Down falls our final tower. T-Rex is getting active. T-Rex and Indy Rex kind of close to each other. I like that. I would love to see that battle to the death. Got a few more fights happening here. Honestly, the Stegoceratops are doing well. They're hanging in there. That's not surprising, though. Definitely a combo of offense and defense that you want. This is not what you want, though. The Spinoceratops, you do not want them fighting. Come on, guys. You have a chance to win this thing, and we're going to get in a 3-man fight over here in the pond for no reason. Oh! Was not expecting that! RKO out of nowhere! The Acrocanthosaurus just beat the Indominus Rex. Dude, are you kidding me? Obviously the favorite. We 100% expected them to be towards the final. Wow. What a freaking dog. He's at 100% health too. And then he's gonna go take on a little Velociraptor here. Let's go ahead and speed this up. He might scare the Velociraptor off, yep. Dude, I was not ready for that. Spinoraptor's still hanging in here. That's an interesting one. I like this Allosaurus a lot. Just sleeping, enjoying his time. Indoraptor's still hanging in there. Looking a little bit cut up, but all right. I really do think I'm gonna start blocking this off. Hopefully they're not gonna end up crossing that. I'm gonna start cutting space off here so that they can't get through. Oh, we've got some Triceratops fighting, of course. They're really not very smart in that sense. All right. Oh! Dude, what? I missed it just barely. We got the very end of that. The Acrocanthosaurus just took down a T-Rex. I think there might be one more T-Rex. I know we had 2 in here. There's a Carnotaurus over there. Dude, are you kidding me? Is he gonna end up taking this home? This is ridiculous. He took down the T-Rex and the Indominus Rex. The whole Rex line, just absolutely dominating them. Got a couple guys over here fighting. We've got some little guys left, which is good. We've got an Indoraptor versus a Velociraptor. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my gosh. Little boy. Don't try that on me. I've evolved from you. Raised by the darkness, molded by it. That was, yeah, he just sunned him right there. Let's see what we've got going on over here. Two Carnotauruses fighting each other. Just really not the smartest move here, but that's okay. I'm going to work on doing a little bit more fencing here. Dude, I cannot believe the Acrocanthosaurus, how well he's doing. That is ridiculous. Let's do more fences over here. I love that we've got like a storm closing here. Look at this little Velociraptor. Dude, they are so I didn't realize how tiny they are to everything else. But then again, if you go down into first-person view, I mean, I always envision them like 6 feet tall. So I guess they are a little bit smaller than what I thought, but they're still absolutely sick. Got a Velociraptor versus a Troodon here, and that's got to be a wrap. Beautiful. Another one bites the dust. That's what I'm talking about. Why does it still say we have 12 species? I guess technically we probably do. Gonna try to keep closing this up as much as we can. Just gotta be careful not to involve any of them in it. Triceratops versus, what is this guy here? Allosaurus just won that fight, but he's not going to take him down. The Oviraptors are just running around trying to stay alive, dude. I'm telling you, those little guys are going to be in good shape for sure. Another storm coming in here. I'm just slowly but surely trying to close this as much as we can, trying to see what directions these guys are gonna go. Oh no, we just had somebody get through. The Compsognathus got through, so we're gonna have to get him out of here. There we go, baby. All right, so this is what we're working with right here. We've gotten a lot smaller. It's tough because they're all moving around so much. Some of them are just camping too. Like, we've got a lot of these guys that are just sitting there not doing anything. Let's try to cut this off here. We've got another fight happening. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. All right. Carnotaurus is down from the Acrocanthosaurus. This is big dog on campus, bro. He is absolute. I was not expecting. This is the one we were making fun of. I mean, he's proportionally, he looks a little funny. Not gonna lie. And that just straight bald head has nothing else going on. But bro is meant to eat. My goodness. Okay. Might be the new favorite. Looks like we just had a Spinoceratops win a fight with the Triceratops. I think the Triceratops laid down and gave up. We've got an Indoraptor fight over here with the Triceratops. This might spell disaster for another hybrid. We'll see. Just doing little leaps and bounds. Although he's pretty smart. I feel like if he needs to, he's going to run off, although he is pretty marked up right now. Seems like he might be committing. Oh, he's going to take a hard lick there. We've got these two fighting over here. Stegoceratops versus a Spinoraptor. Trying to keep both of these in view. These guys are going to be hard to beat, dude. I feel like oh, nope, he's going to run off. I feel like the Stegoceratops is going to be near impossible. He's at 90% health. One hit taking him down to 15%. If he stays in this, the Spinoraptor is going to be out. If he gets one more lick in there, he's done. He's going to do one attack. See, that is one thing I don't like, is now he's going to run off. I wish it was a little bit more realistic in that, like, they would fight and, like, the smaller guys would obviously take a lot quicker bites. It wouldn't just go one attack to one attack. So really, it's whoever's got the heaviest attack is pretty much going to be the one to win. Going to keep shrinking the zone here. We need anywhere that doesn't have a bunch of dinos. There we go. Get that. Get this. We're making progress. Acrocanthosaurus starting another fight here. Let's see what we've got going on. He just took down a Carnotaurus. He's got an Allosaurus in his sights. Allosaurus is going to be at 57% health. He's at 100%. That attack takes him down to 91. Let's see what his bite does on this Allosaurus. I don't know if the Allosaurus is going to run. 57 to 13%. Holy cow, dude. Taking away over a third of his health in just one bite, and he is going to run off there. Another win. He's feeling mighty confident out here. Mighty uncomfortable, but mighty confident. Gonna keep closing this thing up as much as we can. You just gotta close it before the dinos get there. I hate that these fences take so long to build, Come on, don't have that one walk in there. Beautiful. All right, let's bring this way. We've got another fight starting up here. Let's see if anybody finishes the job. What is this guy? Albertosaurus versus the Spinoraptor. Spinoraptor's hurting. Oh, gosh. He's going to take one more attack, and I bet he runs off. He's going to run off. Okay. Lots of defensive plays. That's fine. Eventually, it's going to have to come to a close. Eventually, it's going to be so close that the storm is going to be so tight, they're not going to have a place to run off to. I am going to remove this lake. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to close that thing off, so we're just going to keep going here. Indoraptor versus Velociraptor. Uh-oh, this could get really interesting. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Indoraptor has taken down a couple of these before, and it looks like that's going to be a wrap right there, down to 68% health, but honestly looking pretty spicy. Really like the look of the Indoraptor right now. Let's see if we've got anybody else. Looks like our Allosaurus is trying to boss around some Spinoceratops. Might not be the best idea, buddy. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna keep deleting all the things. Let's delete the fish so that people have to fight. Delete all of that, and we're just gonna keep closing our zone here. Spinoraptor versus Allosaurus here, going to be interesting. The Spinoraptor, I feel like, has been hanging around for a while. Allosaurus health is down, Spinoraptor health's down, and that might, no? Gonna hang in there with 10% health here? You don't want to take this fight. One more hit and you're done. Maybe this, can you miss attacks? Nope, they're gonna run off. Big egos of the Spinoceratops, unfortunately slowing them down. And we've still got these little Oviraptors. They normally eat from stealing eggs, so I don't know how they're gonna end up eating, but this is 100% where chickens came from. We're just gonna speed things up here. We're gonna keep shortening our fighting area so we can make people more and more mad. Oh, you run through that. Beautiful. Thank you. Close this up here. It sucks because they're all moving so much, dude. Get this here. Come on. Beautiful. That's another small one. Got another one there. Beautiful. All right, we really are getting a small zone here. We've got an Albertosaurus versus the Acrocanthosaurus. See what we've got going on here. He's already dominated so much of the field, and that one's going to run off. We're going to have to get these guys in a tiny, tiny little pen. I'm going to focus on that. We're going to have to wait. We'll see what happens. If there's any really good fights, I'll let you guys know, but I'm going to have to focus on closing this up. Otherwise, it's quite literally never going to end because they take little licks, and then they run off. Oh, there was a win right there. An Allosaurus just took down an Albertosaurus. All right. I also saw our Acrocanthosaurus, one of our new favorites. He was running off from a Stegosaurus, I think it was. So many Sauruses happening. Here he is. ACR 001. That makes sense, bro. The Modern Warfare 2 ACR, absolute dominant. Super, super great on the offensive. Hardly any recoil. Absolutely got the job done as he is doing here. So ACR aptly named. Looks like he is taking on a Spinoceratops here. Gonna get a nice hit right there. Dude, they're just so defensively minded. Look at that. Maybe the second bite of the fight, he's down to 81%. Down to 62. So he's taking a decent chunk off. But look at this. He's at 43% right now. He's going to have to run off. He's going to have to come back another day. Spinoceratops, that defense is getting the job done. Triceratops versus Allosaurus. These Triceratops health are just so much, dude. I don't... And if you combine the Stegoceratops with that, and they've got even extra defense and spike your horns and everything else, it's a wrap, dude. I don't think anybody's going to be able to beat those guys. Truly the ultimate character builder right there. Just absolutely meant for offense and defense. I don't see... Here he is over here. Low health on the Acrocanthosaurus. Does look like he was able to take somebody down, though. He's going to have to eat and heal up. I kind of feel like we should keep following him. Gonna get a little drink here. I don't know. I feel like we've had so much of his story so far. I really want him to succeed, but I feel like he's going to be outmatched by these big guys. I don't think there's a chance. He's going to take on another fight right here. Let's see what he's got going on. It's not going to happen, big dog. He literally can't. That's it. He's done. Died to a Triceratops. That is really sad, but you had a good run, buddy. Really proud of you. Ooh, we got a good opportunity for defense right here. Close this off. Close it off. Beautiful. Hurry up. Please get that in. Let's go. All right, hold on. We've got another spot for a fence. It's going to get real tight in here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and move this over. Beautiful. Now we could combine these when those ones get past. Perfect. Let's cut that off. Let's cut this off. Beautiful. We're tight now, dude. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. All right, let's see what we've got going on. We're going to start getting some real fights. The rain is coming in. It's going to freak them out even more. We're going to have a winner here shortly. Come on, baby. See what we've got going on. Allosaurus looking decent. We've got Spinoceratops fighting Stegosauruses. Or not Stegosaurus, what am I talking about? Stegoceratops. Spinoceratops and Stegoceratops. Those are both going to be interesting. We've got an Indoraptor fighting with a Spinoceratops over here. See what we've got going on. I don't think it's going to be possible for anybody to win except for the big dogs, dude. They're going to be too strong. Going to keep closing this up as much as I possibly can. Beautiful. Get that closed there. Cut this corner off over here. Cut this guy off over here. Please get in there before anybody crosses. That's what I'm talking about. Let's box this in over here. All right. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Here we go, baby. No way you're going to win this. Spinoraptor versus a Triceratops. I will give the Triceratops oh, he's going to run away. Okay, the Spinoraptor's actually hanging in there. Actually hanging in there a little bit. Indoraptor died in a fight with a, I don't know what an STC is. Did we see that earlier? I can't remember. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Let's go ahead and close as much of this in as we possibly can. The music is getting intense here. This is interesting. So we've got a Spinoraptor. We've got an Allosaurus that's still hanging in here. And apart from that, it's a lot of the defensive-minded herbivores as well as the little guys. The Koi guys, whatever these things are doing really, really well. That's interesting. The problem is these guys are going to be hungry. They aren't going to have enough food. We need to make sure we're giving food. I don't want these guys to die because they couldn't eat. So we're going to go ground fiber, and we could probably do maybe a little bit of ground fruit over here too. Okay, perfect. That wouldn't be fair if they straight up couldn't eat. I didn't think about that because they're not just going to start chomping away on the dead bodies. So that makes sense, Trev. Going to keep closing this stuff off here. Please hurry up and close before they get over there. Dude, look at this little guy feasting on the Acrocanthosaurus. Dude, I'm so sad about ACR. He's just getting eaten right now. We're going to have to get this impossibly small to have anything happen. So I'm just going to fast forward here. Let's see what we've got going on. Only a couple of meat eaters left. They're not going to have a whole lot to run off to. Looks like this Allosaurus is picking a fight with somebody small. The Oviraptor, maybe? No. Oviraptor's just running around. Oh, no. He picked a fight with a Triceratops, which I don't think was the right call there, buddy, but we'll see. Trying to make this as small as possible, dude. This is... Oh, no. Don't go over there. Come on. There we go. Get this in. Get this in. Go. Really, the Allosaurus is the only one that... I think has any say anymore. Obviously the little, oh no, we've got a Spinoraptor too. Let's see if either of these end up going the distance. Spinoraptor's probably gonna run off. Spinoraptor's down to 21% health. Definitely gonna run. Doesn't have a lot of room to run, but nobody's actually finishing the job anymore. This Allosaurus, those two are pretty much the, oh, he's gonna die of hunger, isn't he? He's got to kill. He's got to kill for his meal. He's got to be smart. And he's, oh, don't take on the Spinoraptor, guys. Come on. If we're hoping for the carnivores here, you guys are definitely the underdogs in this situation. You guys are going to have to work together. You should tag team one of these guys, get yourself a meal, be able to heal up. But he's, you know, he's low health and he's low food. He's going to have to kill one of these little guys if he wants any chance of surviving here. And instead, he's going to end up fighting the only other carnivore in the place. That's not a free meal, bro. You're just gonna hurt yourself and make things worse. Why would you not go after one of the, I mean, maybe they can't catch them, but this one's laying down over here. Maybe go take something on that makes a little bit more sense. His food is so low. I do feel bad, but I mean, this is a part of the game, bro. You got to be able to survive. You got to eat what you kill. It is a little unfair because the herbivores have the free food, but he also has free food. If he killed one of the little guys, he's got free food. Herbivores do their thing. They go, they eat grass. These guys do their thing. They go, they eat other animals. And he's just not doing that. I think he's about...
Starving dinosaurs are the very definition of...
He's done.
A so-called urgent problem.
And the Spinosaurus, the Spinoraptor's going to eat.
You know, you might not like where they look for their next meal.
So he's back up to 100% health, got himself a meal there. Appreciate that. Oh, I thought he was gonna feast on something else, but all right, now we just have to wait. And dude, there's just no way. What we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to put all of these guys in like the smallest box. I think they're just gonna keep running in circles around each other otherwise. So we're gonna set up a little response facility right here. Let's get that connected to our path. We're gonna come in, advanced training and task scheduling, and we are going to take this response team and we're going to trank everyone. We should oh wait, hold on. Cancel. We should trank our Spinoraptor first or early so that he's not going to be able to feast on other things while they're asleep. This is the only way to be able to get this thing to an end, dude. Otherwise it would literally never end. I'm going to put them in one of the smallest spaces. I mean, how small can we get? I don't know how small we can get. I guess we put them in like this one. Just gotta wait. Every time one's dropped off, we can put another one in here. This is gonna be absolutely gnarly. Unfortunately, we might have a couple die in here as we're doing this, but I mean, we might have to do this one over here. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna have a slightly larger pin, but at least then we'll be close enough that hopefully we can start to get ourselves a winner here. Go ahead and delete this. Got a bunch of guys coming in here. Do we have anybody else that we need to trank? We do. All of these guys just in one little area. Spinoraptor's not comfortable. He's gonna have to eat eventually. You're gonna have to get in there, buddy. But all right, let's transport all these guys over if we can. It might not even let us get all these guys in this one little area. Oh, no, it's still, we just have to wait for one at a time, I guess. All right, guys, so do your thing, I guess. I don't know that we're going to be able to force them to fight or do anything. Technically, we do need to get at least a little bit of ground fiber over here to let these guys eat. But apart from that, unfortunately, I think it's going to be down to the herbivores. The carnivores just could not get the job done. Spinoraptor is going to be our last chance, and we're just going to slowly watch that food deteriorate, and eventually I think he's going to end up passing as well, or she. That's crazy, though. So the Spinoraptor lasted the longest out of all of the carnivore. Well, technically, an Oviraptor is a carnivore-herbivore combo. Spinoraptor's picking fights here. The thing is like, even with the smaller area here, she's going to pick a fight, she's going to run away, and then nobody's going to take advantage of that and fight her again. So she's just going to kind of keep doing that over and over and over again, and then eventually she's going to die of hunger. The Moros Intrepidus, look at this thing. Okay, also another little carnivore somehow hanging in there, probably feasting on the dead bodies of the other animals. Dude, that is crazy. The Moros Intrepidus is one of the finalists here. That is ridiculous. Those and the Oviraptors, obviously the Oviraptors, they have a couple of different food sources, which is good. They can eat here. They're going to be able to survive just fine. And honestly, they might be able to live in harmony with our giant defense-based animals here because they're all just going to be able to eat their ground fiber together. So interesting. Life finds a way. No matter how big or small, it finds a way to survive. It doesn't surprise me that the huge... Think about like a boxer. Like the big heavyweight guys, yes, they can throw a powerful punch, but eventually, when it comes down to it, you need that oxygen, you need that food. And for a long, extended battle like this, the things like the T-Rexes, the Indominus Rexes, the Indoraptors, etc. just could not make it. Looks like a Compsognathus starved to death. Obviously, he was feasting on the bodies of all the other things out there, just kind of being a mosquito for a long time. But now that nothing's dying, they're really gonna struggle. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed a little battle royale. Man, this is crazy. Not exactly what I expected, but dude, shout out the Triceratops, Stegoceratops, all of these guys, Spinoceratops, even the... Do we have... I thought we had one Stegosaurus in here. No. Okay, so it's all the hybrids that were meant... Oh! Spinoraptor just took down a Spinoceratops. Hold on, dude. I was not expecting that. We're going to go to the bell with this one. That's going to open it up for all the little guys to be able to get in there too. We're going to go to the bell with this one. Still 100% health. He's going to have to take down all of these guys though. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that, but there's a chance. And honestly, bro, I'm going to have to pause it right now. I'm going to be back in 3 seconds. I'm going to record the ending to this. a couple days later. This has been the longest episode of all time, but I've got to go to the airport. So I'll be back in 2 seconds, but it's going to be 4 days later for me. And we're back. It's 4 days later. Your boy went to Michigan and back, but looks like the Spinoraptor is still hanging in there. 100% health, just sleeping off this big meal that he just had. Thanksgiving dinner. Good morning, buddy. All right, this should be the final recording session. Dude, this episode has taken weeks to record. Probably could have knocked it out, but it's been a lot back to back, and we've had like try to finish it, and then we have like a magic game or a trip to Michigan or something popping up. But all right, what do we have going on? We've got low health. We've got a Spinoceratops that's chasing somebody around. This is what just died to that Spinoraptor, so did well there. Cannot believe he was able to get that done. It does look like the food is starting to drop here, so we're going to have to be careful with that. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Fight has begun between a Spinoraptor and the Triceratops. Oh, goodness. Okay, I don't know about picking this fight. I've got a feeling this is going to be one where we kind of attack and then run and jump off, but we'll see what happens. Nope, going to run away. What's your game plan, bro? I would be taking out all the little ones first. That'll help your appetite. That'll fill up your health bar and things, and then you kind of wait for the other guys to maybe... I don't know. The thing is they have an unlimited food source. So I'm kind of tempted to take their food source out, or at least reduce it a little bit. We could probably reduce it just to make them a little bit angrier, and then they might start fighting with each other. So we're going to have just a little bit of food over in the corner to try to even the playing field here. Oh, we've got another fight starting here. The Triceratops just bowed up on him. Oh, my goodness, dude. Can you imagine? Oh! Can you imagine looking at that? Just angled down, angry at you, those giant horns. Ooh. Not gonna have a double team there. I really do wish we could get in like full-on dino brawls where we had multiple species all banding together. Fight that would kind of happen in real life, maybe not. We're at 76% health. Food is dropping. Looks like the Triceratops is just gonna take a nice little nap here, just roll around, looking like Cooper after he, you know, wins the tug of war match or something, just kind of showing off over there. Looks like our Spinoraptor is definitely agitated, definitely going around looking to pick fights here. We've got a dead dinosaur. Who just died? Oh, that's going to be our birds over there. Not worried about them. I will say their nesting is popping off. They're getting it done. They are keeping their population up, even though they're not being taken care of. So I am noticing like our Spinoceratops here, the food is down. On this Stegosaurus, the food, oh, they're gonna run out of water, aren't they? Everyone's gonna run out of water. We do have to get at least a little bit of water in here. There we go, little water. Come on, guys, come get your fix. Sorry about that. Do they?
Thirsty dinosaurs will become desperate to find water.
Yep.
When those animals need a drink, make sure they have it.
That's exactly what we're doing. Where's our Spinoraptor? Oh, he's over here. I was going to say, did he somehow die or something? Go get a drink, buddy. Come on now. We got water over here. I hope that's enough water. I don't want wins by default. You know what I mean? So we're going to put a couple of little water things in there. So they've got a little food and a little water. Oh, Spinoraptor versus Triceratops. Starting the fight up again, dude. These two really don't like each other. Nope, he's just going to lay down. Technically, he doesn't even want water. He wants deep water. Are we... I'll put some deep water in there so he can get it. Shoot, dude, he's thirsty. You're standing in water. There you go. Way to get somebody. All right, so we've got a little bit of water, a little bit of lands. Looks like we've got little Moros and Trepidus just died. These two are getting back after it. He's going to be down to 67% health. Oh, he got a couple of hits. Hold on now. If he takes this guy down... Oh, dude, you got to finish the job. One more attack and he's done. 38% health. We're at 55 on the Spinoraptor. He really can take down the big dogs, dude. That's crazy. He's small but mighty. He's just running darts around these things, running routes. I don't know what his plan is here. Looks like they're getting into it again. The Triceratops keeps picking the fight, and I don't know if he wants that. He just ran they're playing duck, duck, goose out here. What is going on? I feel like this is... Oh, we've got the big horned guys kind of going after it here. They're starting to get a little bit agitated. That's good to see. We want to see a little bit more action. But like when this Stegoceratops was laying down, I feel like the Spinoraptor should have just gone after him. I feel like they don't actually do like predatory hunting, take advantage of when they're resting. We're definitely getting more agitated. Comfort is going down. We've got limited food and water and things. but mainly just all going in circles here. Come on, guys. Spinoraptor versus Spinoceratops here. This could be kind of a good one. Ooh, the Ceratops is going to run off. He's at 54% health. Shoot, okay. Health is really faltering. We're going to start seeing some more KOs, I think. If you get 1 or 2 bites in there, they're going to be in trouble. And instead of finishing the view, we're just going to go for a little walk around here. Look at the size of these things. That is so magnificent. Can you imagine having one of these as a pet? Just going up, who's a good boy? Oh, that is amazing. I'd probably take this guy. He looks freaking sick. Our hopes are counting on you, buddy. You're the last chance that we have here. Ooh, little fight between these two. See, this is what we need to happen. Let's weaken each other up, and then we could have the Spinoraptor come out of left field and finish one of them off. Nope, they're just going to bow up, talk a lot of trash, and then do nothing. I cannot believe how long these guys are lasting. So they are meat eaters. We've got more dinosaurs fighting. The Triceratops and our Spinoraptor going at it again. Are we potentially going to see 82%, 72%? Ooh, okay, so we're at a disadvantage. He's going to run off, of course. But yeah, what? I mean, the Oviraptors, I'm assuming they can get food from the nuts on the ground. But these guys, what are they? I guess his food is down. They're going to end up dying here soon. Unless they team up and they start taking something down. We could see a bunch of little ones team up and start to take down a bigger dino. Hunger will make you do crazy things. Dude, look how peaceful he looks. Oh my gosh, they're so cute, dude. I want one so bad. We got Elon Musk, right? Like, he's going to be the world's first trillionaire. Come on, Elon. Let's, like, buy an island, start researching amber, you know, do a bunch of bad DNA experiments and oh my gosh, dude, the fights here are insane with those horns locked. They're moving so slow in real speed here. But yeah, let's start like a nice little dino theme park. Obviously, nothing could go wrong, and we could make this a reality. Oh, man. We need somebody to do something here. Come on, boys. Ask and you shall receive, of course. Again, the Triceratops. So I'm surprised the Spinoraptor, he dislikes the Triceratops over everyone else. We've got a Stegoceratops and the Spinoceratops in the back. I would assume that's because this guy is probably the easiest. You know what I mean? He's the least genetically modified, least intimidating, so he's going to stick with that. The Spinoraptor is hungry, though. He's officially hungry. Food is not going well, so I'm surprised he's not going for the little guys. I feel like that's kind of a wasted opportunity. He's just slowly but surely going to die of starvation here, I think, because he's unfortunately not very smart. These guys would be little bite-sized snacks. He could definitely get it done, but eventually he's going to have to attack one of the big dogs, and I just don't think he's got it in him. And you know what? If he's got no food, these guys have no food. We're going to take all the food off the table here. We're going to get some people fighting. We'll see what I don't want like a guaranteed L, but I do want to make them mad enough that they start fighting and freaking out. He's going to go back for the Triceratops again. He's at 50% health. Oh my gosh, dude, that's it right there. Rest in peace. That is the end of our carnivores. And somehow that's how these little guys are staying alive. Look at this. He just got all of his food that he needed. He's going to go run around now. And I think, I mean, that might pretty much be a wrap. I don't see how we're going to fix it otherwise. Let's, not fix it, but we're not going to be able to change it otherwise. I think these guys are just slowly going to die off of starvation and things. So we'll see who's going to last the longest here. There's no food. There's no water. We'll see what happens. Actually, you know what? I think it's going to be the little guys, isn't it? Because these guys are all going to die of starvation, and they're going to feed on the bodies. Wow. There's a reason why we've still got chickens today. Dude, look at these little guys just trotting around, just doing their thing. And there's so many of them, too. This is ridiculous. I really wanted some massive T-Rex to win it or something, but I guess that makes sense. It's just a matter, honestly, I think it's going to be water. That's why I'm tempted. I don't know. It's tough. I'm going to take all food and water out of it. We're just going to see who wins, because if we give them water, then that's advantage to the little guys, because these guys don't have any food. If we give them water and food, these guys could probably live forever. So I'm going to say we just leave them with nothing, and it's battle of the fittest. Like, are these guys going to go through less water? Oh, he's really thirsty right now. He's got a little bit more water. Are these big guys, will they go through more water because they're bigger, or will they have more water retained because they have that ability? We starved to death over here for the Spinoceratops. Rest in peace. That's going to give these guys a little bit more food. It does look like health is looking okay for these guys so far, but food and water definitely are going to end up being an issue. So we're just going to fast forward, maybe time lapse this a little bit. I'll see you guys in a minute. Bro, What? I'm sorry. That's really sad to laugh at, but he just spazzed out and jumped over the fence. All right. You know, I mean, this, to be honest, this is really sad. We're just all low health here. Everyone's just going to, I mean, it is what it is. It's the animal kingdom. This happens all the time. Still happens today. Lions can't find, you know, food out in Africa and things like that. So this feels really mean, but it is what it is. These little guys, the Coelophyses, these guys are freaking thriving. They've got all the food that they need. They've just got a new buffet popping up every day. Looks like we lost both of our Spinoceratops, our Triceratops at 40%. Food is low as health is going to start going down. Stegoceratops is in slightly better condition. Interesting. I was kind of expecting the Triceratops. Oh, is he going to fight this little thing, the Oviraptor? No, maybe not. That could have been interesting. Look at them. They're like big dogs, dude. Like big cows or something. Probably don't have the energy to fight anymore. Really pretty sad to see. Just about halfway to $1 billion here, and we're still a 4.5-star park. We are starting to lose our species. We're going to let this play out. I've got a feeling it's going to be the Coelophyses. As long as they don't lose their water first, which it looks like they won't. Oh, we've got these guys dropping. This guy doesn't have any food. He's dropping really quickly. It does say that he's meat and plants, but I'm assuming the meat, you remember when they came out, they were talking about how they would steal people's eggs? So I'm assuming that he won't feast on, like, carcasses or anything. He's just going to be looking for eggs, which obviously he's not going to get any here. These guys are really pretty, dude. I like these things. I like their little tails. And I'm sorry to see you go, buddy. They really are like little chickens, dude. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys. I appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you so much for an incredible episode, and I am beyond proud of you two for lasting as long as you did. The two titans that survived, a Stegoceratops and a Triceratops. Those little mosquitoes under you are just little bottom feeders. That's the only reason why they're going to end up beating you. But wow, man. They do say the best offense is a good defense, and it looks like that's gonna hold true here. All of our Oviraptors are dead. Looks like our Coelophyses are just absolutely thriving. Obviously, they don't have water, but they are able to keep up with food. I'm hoping one of these big guys can outlast them, but I don't think it's gonna happen. He's officially starving and losing health, and it looks like our Stegoceratops is gonna lose health quicker than these guys will from dehydration. Just rest, buddy. You did a good job. You don't have to keep pacing, dude. He's down to 22%. It is going really slow, though. I'm just so depressed because this is like, I was hoping for fighting to the end. That's one thing when it's a fight and they're you know, thriving and doing what they always did in nature. Just seeing them slowly deteriorate here is really sad. Looks like we had one pass over here. Unfortunately, I think Big Boy might be laying down for the final time. 0% health, that's unfortunate. Okay, so they do kind of spaz out when they leave, so that's... Honestly, this just... I was having a good time, and this just got really depressing. And look at this little asshole. I wonder, do they get like a little bit of thirst help from eating meat? Probably not, but I guess that could be possible. I don't like these guys. Look at them just coming in here, taking advantage of a sad situation. Stegoceratops is also going to be done. He is out, and I think that's it. All right, we've got two of these left. Oh my gosh, dude. Just what? Well, nope, there's still two left. Okay, we've got this guy here and this guy here. Two little Coelophyses. So what I'm going to do is we are going to grab a little bit of water. Let's give him some water. I'm also going to give him a little carnivore feeder. We'll put this over here, delete this fence so that they have access to it. And now you two can live on for eternity. And we are going to be leaving this park for good. We're going to abandon this island here because of the tragedies that took place. So thank you guys so much for watching. Little Dino Battle Royale. Who would have thought? How do you even say this thing again? Coelophyses? Coelophyses. Don't like those guys. Was really rooting for the big dogs, but really interesting that the Triceratops and the Stegoceratops, the ones that lasted the longest. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys. This was a blast of a series. I hope it's not it. We've got some other games that we're playing at the moment, but I wouldn't mind doing some one-off, like, weird fights and things. I don't know. Maybe we go back to the campaign at some point. The campaign wasn't bad. It was just a little bit boring. A little bit long, too. So we'll see what happens, but I'm really proud of what we built here, and I appreciate you guys hanging out for as long as you did. Catch you all later. Peace out.